Hey guys, it snowed last night. I didn't know that we had any snow even in the like. I know that we just had a storm come through this last week, and what we got for like 2 days here where I'm at was a bunch of rain. I just woke up this morning and my dog had went out last night, uh, and I couldn't get her to come in. But this morning I was like, uh, I'm laying here. I see that daylight just hit, and I'm like, let me go open my door. Let me go see if my dog wants in. And I walked through where you go out of my bedroom door into the kitchen, and I looked out the window, and I'm like, geez, man, it's fucking snow on the ground. Now it's probably not even a half an inch. But I opened up my door, and my dog came out from under the trailer and ran right into the house, and she was so happy to see me. And I gotta say, I love my dog. Uh, I love my dog, and I don't own anything. I don't own that dog, but that dog is my friend. She's a friend. She is my best friend. Um, what I'm saying is, I don't believe I can own a living creature. I can be friends with a living creature. They can be in my companionship. But as far as me actually owning them, nah, I don't own any of that. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. And guys, if you tune in, I can't promise that I'll do anything later. So I'm just gonna do this stream right now while I'm up. Uh, had a really good, interesting stream yesterday, especially with Levi. Um, got deep. We went into biblical territory. Uh, I thought it was awesome. Now his internet was messing up a little bit, and then after our stream, we tried to talk on the phone, and he kept having connection problems. But that's what happens when people live out in the middle of nowhere, right? You live out in the middle of nowhere and have to use the hotspot. Sometimes you don't get the greatest connection. Um, so what I'm going to say is, I cannot promise that at 12:30 or 1 o'clock today you will see me streaming and inviting people on. Like, you either get me now or you don't. Like, I woke up, I see the snow out there, and I'm like, this is like, for 2 days now. I've needed to go to the store and buy groceries. I've needed to put electric on my electric bill. I do a prepaid electric. I know that's a weird circumstance. I don't know. Let me know if you're listening. Do you live anywhere where you're able to just do a prepaid? I personally like it. Like, I can go put 100 or just depending on what month it is. I kind of got it down to a fucking T now. Uh, Even in the summertime when I'm running an air conditioning almost every day in my room, like, I'm only using like now if inflation's gonna cancel it out, but I've gotten down to where I probably I've used less than $5 a day on energy in my trailer. Now, of course, it's just one dude that stays in his room most of the time. I try not to use the heater as much as possible, but I have to. The same with the air conditioner. Like, I can do better. Like, in the summer, I can stay cooler easier than trying to stay warm. Like, now I have said this in the past. Um, if I was living on the streets, I would prefer to be out there right now in the winter. And you can say that's crazy, but I learned you can figure out how to stay warm a lot easier than you can stay cool. So, like, you can be out in the middle of the woods somewhere, living in the hottest part of the summer, and there's nobody around you, and you could be butt ass naked, and you're still going to be sweating hot. In the winter, you got to learn how to layer up. You learn how to build fires if you have a proper camp. Uh, and then sometimes, like what we used back in the day when I was in those woods in 2008, first becoming to learning about gray cloud. You didn't have those little buddy heaters at the time, so what we had was just a two gas grill propane, cooking thing. And so we would wake up in the middle of the night. If it was like 15 degrees outside and we were in our tent, me and Theo would wake up in the middle of the night and we'd fire up the two gas burner propane thing, that we cooked on, and we'd let it run for about 10 minutes. It'd heat the hell out of the tent, turn the sun bitch off, go back to sleep. Those were some fun times, man. Like living in the woods, dude. Uh, there's nothing like it. Like I don't think I can do it now. I'm 52. I'm broken. I've got a lot of physical freaking problems, but um, I mean, if I could go out there and have a partner that would be able to help me out, and I could be in the right location, I definitely would do it. Uh, but it has to be the right circumstance. I just know that, like when I left North Carolina a few years ago, I had tried to live in the woods, and it wasn't working out. Now, of course, my drinking was over the top. I was doing other drugs, and you throw yourself out in the woods after like for 5 years living in a house or an apartment, and you just randomly go, "I'm gonna go camp again." It don't really work out. So it's just like a couple of years ago here in Alabama. Uh, I mean, just 2 years ago, I thought I was going to move out of this trailer, and I thought I was going to go find me a camp spot, and I thought I could do all this. Well, it turned out. Now, if I prepared better, I probably could. I did have a little spot shown to me, and it was right behind McDonald's, and I could have lived there. There was even a tent there, and the guy was like, "Man, you can use my tent. I don't live in this tent no more. I've got my own place now, but I'm gonna leave the tent here, and you can fucking live here." And I was like, that's kind of cool, but realistically, I couldn't have done it. I just couldn't have. And I'm gonna sit here and just talk to myself. I don't care. Like sometimes that's what we have to do. Like I'm not just talking to myself. I'm talking out there into the air. Like over the past 2 days, I have found there are actually people that are cool and they give a shit and they like to like when they show up, they show up. You know what I'm saying? Like yesterday, I did a stream. Dennis Rodriguez hung out with me for a fucking while. Last night I streamed. Levi showed up. Now Levi, like I said, was having difficulties. We might we might see Levi show up in the chat today. I would imagine that Levi is probably out tending to his animals right now. He's what do they call it? A homesteader. And we were talking like this has been a conversation for the past 2 days now. I've been talking about that whether you want to believe it or not, if I'm still here in 2030, they will try. Like if I don't care if I'm in this trailer or in Alabama or whatever, but wherever I'm at, if I'm out in the middle of nowhere, you better bet your ass they will do their best to make you move into one of their stupid fucking 15-minute cities. And that's going to happen, dude. I know I don't get political a lot. I don't talk a lot about this kind of stuff, but I think it's important to talk about some of this. So if you're joining and you don't like what I'm talking about, I can't help you. All I can say is that I do believe in a creator, and I do believe that there's something that guides me in my life. Now, whether I listen to it every day or not, I don't know. I don't always. Like But I appreciate that anybody even gives a shit to even sometimes listen. Um, but I'm enjoying this morning, man. Like if you look at the thumbnail on my thing, you will see. Hold on, let me see if I can pull up the picture. I should be able to do that. Give me a second here. I'm gonna pull up the picture I just took this morning. Let's see if we can see that. Can you see that? So there's snow out there in the like we got snow on our ground out there here where I'm at. Like I said, that's not even probably a half. That's not even a half inch probably. That might be a quarter inch. But I was really happy to just wake up and like walk through my living room to go open up my door and see if my dog needed to come in because she had went out about 4 hours ago or 5 hours ago. She like woke up in the middle of the night and was like, Daddy, I need to go out. And I'd lit Biddy out. And so this morning, like I'm laying here and I'm like, oh, it's daylight. And I got up. I was like, let me go check on my dog. Uh, and I see the snow on the ground, man. Like to me, snow puts me in a really good place. And I apologize to anybody for some of my posts over the past week, some of my comments. I think I made a community post yesterday saying that I might end this channel. I actually been laying here for like over 2 hours and in and out of sleep and was like I might still end the channel. I just might. Uh, I'm trying to determine, do I even need I think something is trying to get me to end the channel. And if it can get me to end it, then it's one. But what I've been thinking is I may cancel out it, rename things, and just come back from the very ground up to where, like, just start from zero again, no videos, and just make videos, do live streams. And I don't know what the name would be. Uh, I mean, I don't think it's necessary for me to do that because, like, if I nuke the channel, I'm nuking a lot of content. Uh, Not like I make any money on it, but I'm just trying to reconfigure what I should do. Uh, so I can't promise you that here in a few hours I'm going to be streaming and having comics group. I can't promise that today. Uh, like when I just seen the snow, I was like, man, like the snow is giving me an excuse to just be lazy, like not do shit. But I was like, dude, even if you don't stream in a few hours, go ahead and fire up a stream now. Like you can sit in your room and do a stream. And that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm trying to do. Just be me. And then here's our buddy Cyrex. Hey, my buddy. That's actually Stimulated Cynic. I don't know if y'all know who Stimulated Cynic is, but that's really him. Uh, so when he talks about Tony's teeth, I don't know why Cynic talks about someone's teeth when Cynic looks like that. But I love Cynic to death. And Cynic shouted me out last night. Uh, and that's not actually Cynic. Anybody that knows the internet should know who that is right there. Let me take that picture down. That's not cool. Greg Cloud, you're being an asshole. You're being an asshole. Uh, the other day we had some good fog. Look at the fog here. Had a really nice foggy morning the other morning. And Stimulate Cynic, if you saw that, I don't mean no offense. Now, of course, he did say last night he does enjoy my streams, but they're kind of weird. Because sometimes I get out there, dude. Like I didn't know that he was watching me. I think he said he was watching me yesterday. He just couldn't join the chat. So he listened to some whatever I fucking said yesterday. And if anybody's tuned in the past couple of days, you will see that I have been way more open than I have ever been, and I've always been a very open person. But like 2 days ago or a day and a half ago, I was talking about some pretty gay stuff. And I don't have nothing against gay people, but I was talking about my own gay experiences. And like, well, that's kind of how I know I'm not gay. Like, uh, I was talking about God. I was talking about Jews. We've talked about, I've talked in the past 2 days more about political, religious shit than I've talked about in a long time. And it felt exhilarating to just be open. Like if I can't state some opinion without pissing somebody off, then, like what's life about? So that's probably why, like this past night, I've debated on let's just nuke Great Cloudy Day, just nuke it, and then start over. And some people would be like, why would you do that? Like you got 1,500 something subscribers, you've worked a long time for a few years, you've built something up. Yeah, I ain't done shit. It's only by the grace of God. Like, let's get that straight. It's only by the grace of what navigates me. Because the Lord knows Gray Cloud don't navigate himself very well. I find it really fun right now to be just laying here, like having just a good go at it. Uh, I do need to go out and get some groceries today if I can, but I don't know if I'm going to go anywhere today. Like I said, let's show that picture again for anybody that might tune in and be here for a second. Not local video. We don't want local video. We don't. No, we don't want it. We want the camera. Oh, geez, Gray Cloud. What you doing? Oh my gosh. There we go. I'm back. I'm about screwed up and about ended the stream and didn't mean to. Yeah, so you might not get a comics group stream today. What you might get is this morning right now, me going, woohoo, we got snow on the ground out there. That's what I was wanting to show you again. Got about like maybe what a quarter, like that might be. I really don't know if that's even I don't know if that's even a quarter inch of snow, but it's enough snow to get me excited. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, whoa, yeah, like, uh, and what I'm saying is, it also makes me go, I don't want to do shit. I don't. Hey, bitty, 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 bitty. There's my doggy. There's my best friend. You are my best friend. You know that, bitty? You're my best friend. Yes, you are. I'm talking to my dog. She coming. She coming looking in at me. My dog is my best friend. Yes, she is. Oh, why? I don't understand why you don't come in in the room no more. Come on, Bitty. Come on in here. Okay, well, go back into your room. She used to get up on the bed and sleep with me and everything. And like, I don't know, it's probably been about 5 or 6 months ago. My damn door fell off my bedroom, uh, which only had half a door in the first place. I beat the hell out of the door with a baseball bat a few years ago. What you doing, Beanie? Let's show you. Let's show a Beanie, Beanie. Come here. Come here, girl. Don't you be so shy. I love you. We're going to have to show you off. I'm going to have to put you on camera, girl. Let's turn the camera around and show my dog. Now, give me a second, y'all. Oh, my goodness. Okay, hold on a minute. And how do I do this? How do I get this back? Oh my gosh. Give me a second here. I don't know. But I was gonna try to show you my dog. To show you my dog. I don't know how I did this and get this way. Oh, Beady Beady. I can still show you. Look how Beady Beady. She ain't so little bitty though. Look at my Beady baby. Look at my Beady baby. Yes, a good girl. That's my best friend right there. I love that girl. I love you, Beady. I love my dog. Now I told him earlier I don't own you. You're my friend. I don't own you. How can I own a living creature? You're awesome. You're awesome, girl. You're my best friend. You my best friend. You want back out? You want to go back out? Come back in if you want. You want to come back in? Yeah, she's like, I'm going to come back in. Yeah, it's a little cold out there, ain't it, girl? It's a little bit cold. That's my good baby right there, man. I can't ask for a better dog companion. You know, I've had since I've lived here for 6 years. There was Ladybird. Now, before Ladybird, I had I never moved here with any of these animals. I moved here and there was a cool dog living in the trailer park. Give me a second. I'm trying to figure out how to take this down. Oh my God. Come on, Gray Cloud. Come on, Gray Cloud. How do you take the image down? Fuck. I think what I do is this, maybe. There we go. Okay. And then we can turn myself around if I want to, or turn the camera off. Okay. But yeah, when I first moved here to Alabama, moved in the trailer park, and there was a cool dog named Chewy, who was actually like a weird mix. I wish I had pictures of Chewy. I probably do in my Google. Chewy was a combination of like a Dachshund and a pit bull. Believe it or not, really interesting combination of a dog. Like who would have thought a wiener dog and a pit bull would have mated and produced like a cool little dog that I had. Like he had a long body, but he had the big bulky like bulldog muscles, and so you basically had like a little bit bigger wiener dog looking like a pit bull, and but he was already here in the trailer park when I moved here, and I asked around. I was like, "Whose dog is that?" And people were like, "Oh, that dog was left here, and blah blah blah. We all just feed him." And I was like, "Well, is anybody going to object if I take him, in?" And I think Chewy lived with me for like a year, a little over a year, but he got ran over. And then, like, probably within a week, yeah, I want to say, like, within just like 5 days after Chewy got ran over, Ladybird showed up. And she was probably about 3 months old, and she showed up. And like, I was sitting in my living room on the computer one day, and I had the door open, and this 3-month old beautiful dog came into my house. And I was like, "Who are you? Oh, you're so beautiful." And I just started calling her Ladybird, and that's out of Hank Hill's love for that president's wife or whatever in naming his dog Ladybird. But I named her Ladybird. That's what she reminded me of. And now Ladybird lived with me for, when did Ladybird pass? She passed about, I think Ladybird passed about 2 years ago. It was around a Halloween time, I think. She had been kind of, I'd seen her last on a Sunday, and I remember being really worried about my baby, and she didn't come home. And I was like, I didn't know where she was at. I didn't know what was going on. And then it was the next day, somebody told me, I'm sorry about Ladybird. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, did you hear she's missing? And they were like, oh, well, I thought you knew. She's out there on the side of the road, like dead. And I was like, I broke down. Like, if Rex happens to see this, I think you'll understand. Like, Rex would understand. He's going through something with his dog. But I broke down like a fucking baby, dude. And there's just no other way to it. Like, I broke down. I broke down. I cried my fucking eyes out. And it was hard. But Ladybird had left me another, had left me a puppy named Little Big Girl. I named her Little Big Girl. And then not even 3 days after Ladybird died, Biddy showed up. And Biddy had been here already, but had disappeared. And then Ladybird died, and Biddy showed back up. And so I took Biddy in. And so we had Biddy and Little Big Girl for about a year. And then Little Big Girl, she died. And we don't know what happened to her. My neighbor in front of me started smelling something and thinking it was their trash. And it turned out that my dog somehow had died under their trailer. So I had to crawl up under there and get the body out and all that stuff, which is kind of, morbid, but that's part of life. Um, so then I was left with this companion here, Biddy. Like, I don't pick favorites, but Biddy ended up being the one that's with me, and I love Biddy to death. Uh, Now I don't understand why she won't come in my room no more and jump on my bed. Like right before her last litter, like a few weeks before, like as she was getting bigger and probably getting closer to having babies, uh, I think she got shot in the ass though. I think that's what happened. I think someone shot her with a BB gun, but she was still able to jump on the bed, and then she just kind of like stopped jumping on the bed. So it went from, okay, I'm not sleeping with you no more, but I'm gonna lay in the floor, and she'd lay over here on this blanket in my room, to now she prefers to sleep in the spare bedroom. She just does. I don't know what changed the dynamics. I haven't done anything mean to this dog. I haven't, like I don't even, like, that dog don't piss me off at all, and I don't ever really get loud with her. Like occasionally I might have to, but what I'm saying is she has no reason to be afraid. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I was talking about this yesterday. I almost feel like there could be something going on in this room that maybe my human perception is not perceiving, and my dog is sensing it. Like, is there some weird, you know what I mean? You can call me kooky what you want, but you get what I'm saying. It's like I feel like my dog might be sensing something that's uncomfortable in this room that I just don't understand. And I've done some spiritual cleansing and stuff, like I know some people have their opinions about sage and everything, but I do burn sage. I try to invoke uh, good energy. I try to banish anything that could be like you know, detrimental to me. And we know how we do that, right? We say, "Get thee behind me," right? That's how you do it. Like if you don't say that, then it's still there. Guys, I'm gonna be on here for a little bit longer, and oh shit, I'm trying to determine whether I want to go over to the store here in a second and get maybe like I've been smoking the past 2 days, like more than I've smoked. Shit, I've smoked more tobacco like in a 2 day period than I've smoked in 6 months, and I don't know what caused that. I don't know why I just all of a sudden decided the other day I want to smoke cigarettes. I don't know why that picture is still up there. Who cares? I'm not going to try to correct it. Um, I might have should have titled this stream "You Get What You Get." I still got a couple pieces of pizza that I can eat here in a minute if I want to. I still have a wrap. I have a awesome bacon chicken wrap I bought the other like it's still good. Bacon chicken ranch. But um, let's get back to some deep stuff. Like I said, I can't promise that I will. I don't think we're going to do comic script today. Like if you show up right now, you get comic script right now. Um, it's just the way it's going. Like when I got up and saw that it's snowing out there and shit. Like now be honest with you, this would be a good day to do the stream. I didn't set it up yesterday. Shit. Um, you might still get a comic script stream today. Because Dennis Rodriguez said that maybe I should do a stream and announce that we will give this book away next week. Um, Now, me giving this book away is not really pushing Godfo anymore than what they already need to be. They probably done closed their campaign out. Um, but last night I was really surprised that Senate. You know what? I'm going to reach out to Senate today. You can call me like y'all can have your opinion about him all you want. I don't have nothing against him, and I think he's a good dude. I think he generally will help me if I really put forth effort. And what I have to do is start putting pen to paper because he brought up the story. I think he does like the story. Hero and Dog will be a good story if I can just fucking put the first. All I want to do is get one in, just one. I just want to get one thing out there that has the concept put together in some fashion, whether that's Hero when he first picks his dog out and says, "Oh, I'm gonna name my dog Dog," and then uh, there's a lot you can do. I wrote a part of the story where after about a year of Hero, like Hero is like 5 or 6 when he gets the dog. He says, "I'm gonna name it Dog," and within a year, they're out in the woods, and Hero like trips over a log or something, and as he's falling, he hears somebody in his head say, "Watch that log! Don't trip, dumbass!" And so he falls down, and then he's like, "Oh, who said that?" And then it turns out it was his granddad, who is a dog. But his granddad was involved in the creation of soul harvesting energy. I talked about this yesterday, where when you meet Hero and Dog, it'll be in like 2073. It could be a little bit further. It could be a little bit less, but I think 2073 is where I want to set it. Uh, I don't know why I picked 2073 because I was born in 1973, and I was like, well, fuck, let's have Hero be born in 2073, and maybe that's a self insert. Some of my concept designs that I have in my head, I obviously think Hero ends up looking kind of like me, like with a big old beard, and but he'll have a big wizard hat. Like he'll be living in, our future and with his dog that's his granddad, and he'll look like a wizard. I wish I could get that damn picture off there. Yeah, so that's where we're at with Hero and Dog. I think today I'm actually going to put some effort into some writing. Hopefully, I can pull myself together and do that. Uh, the concept for Hero and Dog came to me like fucking 30 years ago. My mom was still alive. Um, and once again, I will say, if you're not used to hearing me use vulgarity and stuff, just be forewarned. I I sometimes say GD. I sometimes say a lot of other things, and people be like, "How can he talk about How can you talk about spirituality and God, but yet cuss every other word?" Well, sometimes you just understand that you come to that realization that it's not so much what you're saying as what the intent of what you're saying. Like if my intentions are good, um, you get what I mean. Like we can joke around. I can joke around. I can say jokes. I can say whatever I want, and like you either get the humor or you don't. Yeah, Great Cloud's not been the best place, but I'm doing pretty good this morning, and I'm happy to be alive, and it's a good feeling to say that. To be able to share with you that I actually am happy to say that I'm breathing today is that it's fun. It's fun to be able to say, "Hey, I'm enjoying this morning." Um, like I said, I don't know how to take that picture off of there. What the hell? What the shit? No, what is that? What is fucking weird? I don't know what that is. Uh, I might end this here soon. It's 7:30 in the damn morning Central Time here. 26 degrees where I'm at. Snow out there on the ground, and I am loving that I see snow out there. Um, hell, I might I might end this, and then I might put on my shoes and put on my jacket. Hell, that'd be kind of cool to do a stream and walk around out in the yard with the snow. But like I said, man, so what you have a concept. Now, the other day we come up with a funny play on words that can be considered. You could say that we're trying to be racist and we're not. Like, I'm trying to figure out what the hell is in my damn pipe right here. What is that? So I'm 40 minutes in. I'm going to try to go to an hour. Let's see if anybody else shows up. Um, Hell, we might get Tomcat here. Oh, geez. Have any of you, like, I know that there's one person watching. I don't think you're able to interact with me right now, but have you ever experienced just not being able to be motivated at all about anything and not having any enthusiasm for anything? Like, I've literally just lost all up until yesterday or the day before, whenever I started streaming again. I've literally just lost all interest in everything. Like reading a comic book, reading a novel. Like I've been reading a really cool Jack Reacher novel, and I haven't read anything in a few days. But let me show you the Reacher novel. Hold on a minute. Oh gosh, come here, buddy. I've been reading this Persuader. I'm not even quite halfway through it yet. I really like Lee Child's writing. Um, like when I take the effort, like when I put the effort into reading, I enjoy it. I enjoy reading. I enjoy the fact that I know how to read. Like you'll be surprised how many people you'll meet in this world that have no clue to how to read at all. Like they do the best they can do is maybe sign their name, and that blows my mind. It blows me away. Like you don't know how to read. Like you can't even read a stop sign. You just know it's a stop sign because someone told you that's a stop sign and it's red. Um, I've got a neighbor over there, and he don't know how to read shit. His sister does everything for him. A few years ago, I offered to teach him how to read, and he was like, "No, I don't want to. I'm all right." Like he used to tell me that he'd get up every day and read his Bible, and then I found out he don't know how to read, and I was like, "Well, how do you read the Bible every day if you don't know how to read?" It's like I can teach you, I can help you, I can help you learn, and I think someone at a certain age probably might be embarrassed and don't want to try to be taught. There's another neighbor that he does know how to read a little bit, but he don't know how to read that good. And I offered the same thing to him. I was like, man, I'll help you learn how to read. He's like, oh no, I don't know, I can get by. But you can't force nobody, like you can't force anybody. Like if you don't want to know how to read, then you don't want to know how to read, right? And that's just part of it. I mean, it's going to be that way. I didn't really smoke any shit yesterday, no pot. I'm gonna try to do it today. Let's clean this bowl out. Clean the bowl out. And then, like I said, anybody that tunes in, if I'm still here, oh God, I got something. Oh shit. Let me turn the camera off for a minute. But yeah, if you tune in, I'm gonna just try to keep going. You either get Comics Crook today or you don't. And if we don't do a Comics Group meeting today, I'll still do a video or something announcing that next week I am going to give this book away. I don't. After hanging out with Dennis yesterday, I was like, be honest with you, I might not do a giveaway. I might just be like, Dennis, give me your address and let me just send this book to you because I think Dennis deserves to read it. Like I think Dennis would be a good candidate. Like, but I'm gonna try and do a real giveaway. Um, I don't know what makes anybody want to tune in sometimes. Like yesterday, in the past 2 days, I've done some streams, and I was talking about this yesterday. Like we had people from Israel, we had people from fucking Afghanistan, we had people from Turkey. Like Dr. Ben streamed with me the other night, and it's amazing to me to be able to get on here and be in my little room in the shitty trailer I live in and open up myself and see people show up from different places, like nowhere even close to the USA, and that's pretty fun. Like I don't discriminate against people. Like I'm not going to discriminate. Like wherever you're from, as long as you come in and you're cool with me, I'm cool with you. You know. Uh, Now we got into a little bit last night. Levi said he don't have nothing against people's race or their color, all this other stuff. But we kind of got into the avenue of like he might have a little something. Like he can have his. I was like, oh yeah, you don't like. But we all have the right to have our own opinion, right? We should have that right. But be forewarned, they're going to take your opinion and turn it into a crime sooner than you know. They're already doing it in other countries. It's weird because in the 90s, like when I'd be going to like watch death metal bands and go to these cool hardcore punk shows or like I said, death metal shows, we'd be riding in my little car, man. The first car I had was a Mitsubishi Mirage, 1986, and we would fucking cram pack a little bitty compact car like with 5 or 6 people and ride to Atlanta, Georgia, and go see bands. And I remember making jokes. Look, it's the secret police. It's the thought police. And we thought we were being funny back then. And then you skip to now, me being at 50 something years old, and we have a real thought police coming. They're reading your thoughts every day. And we will get to a point where you will be arrested for thinking certain ways. You know, we talked about that yesterday too. I said, we're going to that. Like we're going to be in, um, like if I'm alive in the next 5 years, what would that be? So we're in 26. Yeah. So you got about 5 more years, 4 or 5 years, and then we hit 2030. And if you're alive when that happens, you're going to see a lot happen. It's all going to just break loose. Um, I don't think you're going to see much resistance though, and that's the truth. I mean, we're just not going to. They're already showing us what they're going to do to you if you resist any of it now. You know, I think border security is an important thing, but I don't think that disarming someone and shooting them is a good thing either. I think that's kind of stupid. I mean, that's my opinion. I don't think that those people acted in good intentions in the past 2 weeks. I don't even really think that the person that was driving that car, what, last month, I don't think that was really that justified either. Just because she pulled off. I mean, yes, she shouldn't have pulled off. Holy shit. But y'all can disagree with me all you want. But I'm getting close to an hour. Nobody's really said shit in the chat. I'm probably gonna end this, and then I might just pull me up something to watch and try to veg out, man. There's snow on the ground out there, and it's a cold day. Cold day in hell, right? Um, so what you might get is nothing from me other than if I want to go live. Like I said, I can't promise any of my comics group people that we will do a comics group or not today. Um, but I do know that I'm here now, and I will end this here shortly. I don't know what I'll watch though. Like I don't know what I get tired of watching stuff. That's why I've kind of tried to get back into reading. I was reading some weird stuff from the Bible yesterday too, man. I was like opening it up to some pretty strange stuff, but you'll find a lot of strange stuff there too in scripture, unexplainable stuff, things that you might not comprehend. But you know, butter. And I ain't talking about crack. I ain't talking about the butter crack. Okay, guys. Wait, let me stay here one more second. I was about to end it. If you're there, say hi. If you can't, I understand. Um, interesting life, interesting things. Like I'm happy to be able to say I'm happy this morning. Like just to be here talking, whether you're interacting with me or not, just to know that someone's listening makes a it means a lot. And I think I probably need to reach out to a couple of people today. I need to do some writing today. Uh, yeah, that's what I need to do. I need to put some effort into my journey. Uh, maybe I'll get off my ass. Maybe I can have my neighbor. You know, it's snow out there. If I don't go to the grocery store today, I'll be all right. I've still got food, but I do need to get to the grocery store. I do need to put money on my electric and everything. I do a prepaid electric, which is unusual. Um, yeah, yeah, it was pretty cool last night to see somebody bring me up in their chat. Now I did send them some fucking, money last night. I sent him like 4 or 5 super chats. Like when I have a little bit of money on my card, I'll do that. Like sometimes I'll spend money and don't need to. But that's what it's meant to do. You're supposed to spend it. And what I'm saying is I don't think that I didn't have to give him money for him to bring up, hey, yeah, Gray Cloud's cool. I like Gray Cloud. I'm going to help Gray Cloud out. I'm going to try to help him write his book. So when I heard that last night, I was like, you know what? It's time for me to get my ass back in my writing gear. Like, pen to paper. I can't swear that I'll do it today, but you're going to see. I'm going to share with you guys something within the next week that I wrote, and it's going to be about Hero and Dog. I'm going to make sure I do that. Like I said, I do have a part of the story where Hero trips over a log and he hears Dog say, "Hey, watch out for that log." And then, of course, Hero's like, "Who the hell's talking to me?" Then the guy's like, "I'm your granddad." You know what's another really, I think, fun dynamic of the story is I want to write the part where Hero or Dog, once Dog is in possession of, like, once Hero and his family has Dog in their possession, I want to have a part where, like, Dog is sitting there going, "That's my daughter. That must be my grandson. What the hell is going on? Why?" Like, I have a very detailed, descriptive idea also of when Dog is being born into the litter that he gets born into. And he comes out of the dog's womb, like, and he's all like slimy. He can't fucking see, but yet he's able to think to himself, and he's like, "What the hell's going on?" And imagine, when you're first being born and you come out into the light, there's light coming through your eyelids, but you can't open your eyelids, and you're like, "What the hell?" But you have a consciousness. So I thought that's going to be really the defining. That'll be the defining part of it. When you have the scene, how many pages could we do that in? Like 3 or 4? I think 2, 3. Yeah, about 2 or 3 pages. You have a female dog giving birth, and then you will transition to one of the puppies coming out and going, "What the hell is going on? Where am I at? I can't see shit. Why am I slimy?" And then you start realizing, "Oh, wait, I must be in a dog's body," because you hear the puppies, you hear the mama of the dog, and but you're in your human mind and you're like in the puppy. So that's actually a really good scene that I could work on. I think if we could just do in 2 or 3 pages, like a birth scene, and then you skip, like, within, I don't think it even needs to be 2 pages, just one fucking page. Like, you could have 4 panels of a. You might go into the second page and about, like, maybe, so you might have like, uh, 4 panels on the first. You flip it, and then 2 more of the panels finish it out. So you might have 6 panels in a comic book, and it describes the birth of Dog. And then you would skip to Hero being 5, because Dog is born when Hero is about 5 years old. Uh, what you doing, old Beatty? You doing, old girl? I just heard my dog walking around in there. Speaking of dog, what you doing, dog? I love my dog. What you doing, Beatty? She's in there eating. I can hear her crunching. Um, but yeah, I think that's probably the best way to start like Luke Stone told me 2 years ago, probably. Luke Stone, I don't know if you know who that is, but he was like, "Man, this," like, I explained this whole dynamic timeline I've got, and Luke was like, "Just pick a part out of your timeline and do like a short floppy comic." So what we need to do is develop something that can be done within. If we can produce a 20 something page comic book based on Hero and Dog, that would be a pretty cool thing. And we could just do like a run on, just a one shot, and maybe it's Dog being born and then Hero going and picking Dog out. Uh, like Hero's parents, like his mom is named Gwenda Gale, or wait, Luna Gale, and I named Hero's mom after a combination of my granny Lemming and my mama. Like my granny Lemming on my dad's side was Luna, and my mom was named Gwenda Gale Lindsay, but she went by Gail, Gail. Um, there is a place in the world that I'm creating called Citadel Mountain. Citadel. If you don't know, Citadel is a stronghold. It's a fortress. So, and I base Citadel Mountain will be based on a location over in Tennessee, Monteagle. I'm going to base Citadel Mountain, like basically in the story. When you come into the story, once you hear about Citadel Mountain, you'll get a backstory that will explain this is where this place is. It originally was this, but it got changed. You know what I mean? So I'm basing Citadel Mountain on Mount Eagle Mountain. Hey, well, come on, baby. Why are you so scared? Why are you acting that way? She'll come in here and look in my door and be like, "Oh, I want you to pet me." I love my bitty. I love my bitty bitty bitty. But yeah, guys, I think I just dropped a lot of dimes there. Maybe I should end the stream. Who knows? You may get a comic stream here in a couple hours. Let me lay around and be fucking lazy for a little while. Um, hell, my brain is like really going right now. I'm thinking a lot about the dog and the hero. Actually, what I'm gonna probably do, I need to reread all of the Godfrey books. I'm not gonna do them all day, but I think I will explore reading Apollyon 20XX today, uh, and then that'll lead me up to doing the second book, and then leading up to reading Koga, because I believe Godfrey is trying to shoot out. Hey, what's up, bro? Hey, great to know you. Yeah, man, it's I'm glad to see you here showing up. I started streaming again like a day or two ago, probably about 2 days ago. I've talked about you in the past 2 days, Charlie. I have shared every time I streamed in the past 48 hours that you said you sent your book to print, and I think that's magnificent, man. But I was sharing just before you showed up. I was sharing about a book that I would like to see done. Um, and last night when I was in the Church Boys chat, Cynic brought up. Now, of course, I super chatted him like 4 or 5 fucking times. But Cynic was like, Great Cloud's a good dude. Go check his channel out. Like he's kind of weird, and I am kind of weird, right? but he was letting people know that I do have a concept for a book and that I would like to see some, like, if we could just get a fucking 20-page fucking piece of the story out, and then, like, I don't have to be affiliated with it after it's out. I just want to put the story, to put it into motion, and then have other people come in. That's what's always been my concept. Yeah. So do you have a campaign? Hey, man, let me drop the link. I don't know if you have the time, but you're welcome to come here, bro. And you know that. Let's do that. You don't have to join. Don't don't feel pressured or anything. Hold on a minute. But if you want to, you are welcome to come. What I'm saying, yeah. So I was talking about. I have a concept for a story that it's been working for, say, fucking 25 years, maybe. I'm 52. My mom was still alive when I developed it. Um, and yes, I'm slurring a little bit, but don't feel pressured. Don't come on if you don't can't. Like if you can't, you know what I mean. But if you can come on for a minute, that's cool too. Um, so like I've talked about this several times in the past year or two. I have a story where when you come into the story, Earth is not called Earth anymore. It'll have a different name. There'll be a corporation running Earth, which is not original, but that corporation is involved in creating soul harvesting energy. And then what you get is a boy born into the world in 2073, and his mom is told to name him Hero. And then when Hero is 5 years old, they take him to Betty Ruth, which is about 5 or 6 miles down the road from them. And then Hero picks out a dog, and he's like, "I'm gonna name this dog Dog." Well, you go fucking pee or shit, whatever you have to do. Let me actually hold on to the story when you come back from the restroom and get on here. If you want to hear my story, I'll share it with you. Because I actually, the I was stoked. Let me. I thought you said let me use the restream. Let me use the restream. But yeah, when you come on here, Charlie, I hold on a minute. I'm gonna have to get my. You know what we're gonna do? Let's just wait and see if you come on here, and then if you want, I'll pull up your shit. I'll have to set up my hotspot and then pull up my laptop and all that other shit. Right now, I'm just on my phone. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna have to go to the store here in a little bit. Uh, but no, man, like I'm blown away that you have done sent something to a printer. I'm like to see somebody putting their creation into creation. For me, man, like I don't get like I get excited. Like I'm excited for you. Let's try to. You can bet your bottom dollar I'm gonna give something of yours away. What are you doing, Betty? Hold on, my dog. My dog won't come here and say hi. Yeah, Betty. You wanna go out? You wanna go out? Go out. Yeah, she wants to go out and run around. I love that fucking dog, man. I really have a lot of empathy for Rex right now. Oh yeah, like now that you're here, like I'm gonna fucking hang out for a little bit. Like you don't have to stay long. You don't have to come in here and be like, oh, we'll fucking stream for 2 more hours. But Charlie, and I think we've talked about that. You said you spend a lot of your time alone too. It's like it's not fun to be like that sometimes. I can't necessarily explain why I shut down for the past 2 weeks, and then now you see me popping in here and be like, oh, damn, I can't hit that. Son of a bitch. Um, and like Dr. Ben and I was talking the other night, and Dr. Ben was like, "Yeah, stop fucking worrying about whether anybody's watching you or not. Just fucking stream." And that's where you got to go. Like I have to not worry about whether there's one person, 0 people, 10 people. Like whoever watches or they listen, and that's basically what we have to do. Like you just have to get in there and do it, right? Like I just have to get on here and I just have to look and talk and I just have to be me. And sometimes that means playing the drums, sometimes that means playing a bucket that might be me talking about a comic book that I would like to see. Like really the whole concept of Hero and Dog goes beyond a comic book. It's not just a fucking comic book. I see Hero and Dog being a whole universe, kind of like the Godfall universe. And I didn't know, like I had the idea for Hero and Dog way before I ever knew Josh and Dan. I really did. Let's blow the smoke out. Hold on, here we go. Burn it if you got it. Um, Let me know if the link's working. Dennis was having trouble yesterday coming in, and I had to have my computer on, and then I had to go into it. Like yesterday, I had to send Dennis the link through X. But let me know that it works. Like I'll know if it works because you'll pop in. But me and Ben were talking about the other night. Like me and Ben, like Ben streamed with me for like 6 hours. And we went all over the place. Um, and then yesterday, Dennis and I streamed for I don't know how long, but we talked about the dynamics of like being affiliated with Comicsgate. I was like, I will claim Comicsgate and I will tell you I'm Comicsgate. I don't have a fucking book. I don't have nothing to sell you. I'm not trying to sell you shit. When the time comes, if I'm still alive and I get to sell you something, I will. And you'll either buy it or you won't. But um, I really don't like the tribalism. I don't like if you don't, like some people will look at you bad because you won't claim it, and you don't have to claim it. Like, you ain't gotta be fucking Comicsgate to be my friend or my buddy or my acquaintance. You know what I mean? But there's some people that are like, you're either this or you ain't. And it's like, if you ain't, I don't want nothing to do with you. And that blows my fucking mind. I'm like, why in the fuck are we gonna get that penny wad over a damn comic book? But it's not all about comics. A lot of it's about politics. And that's where it fucking gets creepy to me. It's like, let's keep politics out of our goddamn comic books. Please. We don't need to. Like, I can have a concept and want to create a fucking story called Hero and Dog. Yeah, and it's probably got some political aspects. But I'm not gonna try to force some bullshit down somebody. I'm just gonna write. I want to write a story that fucking maybe resonates with someone. That might be telling a future of what you are really living in. And I say might be because I'm not going to claim that it is. But I will give you a little secret inside. It kind of is telling you the future. That's the intention. So I guess you're kind of talking about trying to create a prophetic story, like where maybe people read it and they're like, yeah, it's fiction. But then 30 years later, oh, that it wasn't fiction, you know? Oh, wait, are you here, buddy? I'm sorry. I'm so fucking sorry, Bo. Are you here? Hey, hold on a minute. Source
Oh, wait.
hidden.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but I don't know why you're not on the screen. I'm not trying to. You know, it's really not that important, probably. But
Oh, my laptop, the screen is down right now.
okay.
I don't have
Yeah,
it like up, you know.
no. Well, earlier, like right now, I have the fog on my. You know, it's really not that important. Like, what's
What is it?
important? I can hear you,
The
and you can.
fog.
Like, if you're looking at the screen, like right now, I was like, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden, like I'm just on my phone. Like, I can pull my laptop up. Like, I can do a lot more on my
Oh,
laptop.
yeah, the fog. I see it. Yeah, yeah.
But right before I pulled that fog up, I didn't mean to actually pull the fog up. I was like, what the fuck? I can't.
Oh. Well, it looks
Yeah,
nice though. I dig that
but
shit.
hey, look at this. Where I'm at, hold on. Look, it snowed out there. Like, I woke up this morning and I'm like, can you see that?
Yeah.
I was like 4 days ago or whenever, when we were supposed to be getting a bunch of snow and shit, all
Yeah.
we were getting was rain where I'm at. And
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it's cold ass rain.
Wait,
And
where are you at? You're in the South, right?
yeah, I'm a
Well, so
fucking,
you
yeah,
guys should be more like warmer then.
yeah, I'm a strong member of the KKK.
Oh God.
Holy
That's nice to know.
I don't know why I went there. No, I'm not. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, I know.
I'm
Well,
not.
I know that Indiana used to have the Grand Dragon here, so
Oh well, no,
long
I
ago.
grew up. Yeah, I grew up in Tennessee. I live in Alabama now.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah. I figured you guys would have much warmer weather than what you're showing me.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I was surprised as fuck. Like, I woke up this morning and I had no clue, and like,
Yeah.
I was like, my dog had went out like in the middle of the night, and then she didn't come back in. Like, I got up a couple of times, and, like, whistled and like, because sometimes my dog will go up under my trailer,
Yeah.
and if she's deep sleep, she won't hear me whistle. So this morning, I was like, man, it's daylight. Let me go check on Biddy. And I go through my bedroom door and I walk through the kitchen and I look out the window. I'm like, fuck, it snowed. It's like, yeah, let me check on my dog. And as soon as I opened my fucking door, dude, my dog was like, boom, right out from under the truck. She's like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Like,
and,
peace out.
Yeah, she's like, oh, daddy, he opened the door. Now, like, the 2 times I opened the door, you know, when it was still dark and she wasn't out there, I can't do that. But as soon as I fucking opened it this morning, man, she's like you can hear her when she comes out from under the trailer. It's like a panel, you know, off kind of like loose on the bottom of the, you know.
Yeah.
So tell me about what you're doing, dude. Like, I was like, did you see Frederick talk about you the other night?
No, I didn't. No, not at all.
This is probably, I could be off within 40 hours. Probably it might not be a complete 48 hours yet, but let's
Uh-huh.
go about 2 nights back. And I can't even remember what fucking stream he was on. He wasn't on his channel. Now he might have been streaming to his channel, but he was a guest
Yeah.
on somebody's channel, and he was sharing his Gator, comic Gator.
Oh yeah. He
Yeah,
told
and
me
then he
that
pulled up, like
my
while he
campaign
was
popped up.
showing it, he actually pulled up Saboteur Comics, and then
Oh,
he
that's
was,
tight.
yeah, he was like, "Whoa, did Charlie fucking start a?" And it was the very next day I saw your actual community post. Sorry for my slurring, but you
No,
get what I'm
you're right.
saying? I saw, like it was like I see Frederick going, Frederick's got that smoky fucking, Canadian voice. I don't think that has anything to do with being from Canada. I think it's just, I don't know. But,
Yeah.
I'm sounding kind of gay talking about his voice. But like just the way he was like, oh, like he pulls up fucking, like he pulls it up and he was like, and then he also warned everybody, he's like, this is a horror comic. And you might
Yeah.
fucking, like, and I was talking about this yesterday with Dennis, or whatever. I don't know if it was Dennis or who it was, but I was
Uh-huh.
talking about that I had downloaded your sample. And
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
excited is that what I've seen you do since I've met you, and then I
Right.
went and downloaded the sample, and of course you've explained to us, or you've explained to me anyway,
Mhm.
that hey, that's just kind of a sample. And like I
Right.
can obviously see what you are drawing now doesn't even compare to what you like. No, it does compare. It more compares to that. That would be the
Well,
better
yeah.
way.
I mean, the thing is
But
like,
what you're doing now compared to what you did then to show a
yeah,
sample is
yeah,
far superior. And I don't think
yeah.
I'm
Oh
wrong.
yeah. It's like I think it's just like you get the practice back in. Like I haven't drawn anything in like over 10 years, right, or more than that. So
Well,
it's like
like
getting those reps back in, and then your muscle memory comes back, so you can actually start to create things again.
you kind of explained that.
Yeah,
It's
and it's
like
like
somebody
it's
else.
kind of nice, you know.
Tell me if I'm wrong. I don't know if you know. I feel like that Reverend Ruin told us the same thing that he had not done art for a while and then he got back
Yeah,
into it. I could be
yeah,
wrong.
and you start to get those that muscle memory back about like how things work and
So
structure
I am
and shit like
right,
that.
right?
Yeah,
Reverend
you're right.
Ruin was,
Yeah,
yeah, like he was like, I hadn't drawn in a long time. I hadn't fucking done
yeah,
shit in a long time. And then I got back into it. And
yeah,
now I don't know when he got back into it, but like you look at that dude's art, man, like,
yeah. It's great. He's actually doing a
yeah,
really good job.
I
You know.
really like the contrast of the black and whites.
Yeah.
I almost think that his art wouldn't be good colored. And I have nothing
I don't
against
know.
colored
I
people.
gotta see, like, cause I think like guys like Omer and stuff like that, are really good with the color stuff. You know, like he's coloring himself all the time. That shit's really nice. Well, like even Don's doing great, great stuff with
It's like
colors. But
I don't mean no offense, but I think you're now you could try it. Like
I'm like one of those guys that don't really care for it. Like it's
what
I'm of the time where like the black and white books mean more to me than color does ever. You know.
let me give you an idea. I know you just sent something to a printer, but
Uh-huh.
there's obviously going to be a lot of blood in your fucking book.
Not this one.
So,
No, there's not as
oh,
much
okay, the first,
because
okay.
because
When you
like the
get to the
first
blood,
issue is like the build up, right? So you got to kind of like
right.
know who
So
the characters
it's
are
not
and
going to be a
shit.
lot of blood,
Not
but there
this issue,
will
no.
be blood in it, right?
Yeah, it's gonna get worse and worse. It's gonna get worse
I
and
told
worse as it
you,
progresses.
but no, I'm saying it might not have a lot, but there's going to be a little. Don't tell me you don't have a speck of it. At
Oh,
least that's a
there is blood in there, and there's like decapitation, and there's like
okay.
uh,
So
all kinds of weird shit like assault
where I'm
and whatever.
leading is, what if you did something like Alterna Comics did with the I've got most of the books. I still need to order quite a few, but I don't know if you know Blood Realm. But go look up
I
Blood
do
Realm
know that. Yeah. Yeah, I do.
and look at the coloring. It's just it's a white
Yeah, it's one
and black
color.
with a red.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so
I
that's
so
what I'm saying. Okay, maybe let's don't fucking worry about it on your first run, your first issue. But when you get to your second issue, think about that. Would that not be
I've
cool?
actually
You're
considered
black
it
and
for the
white,
first issue as well.
but your
But
blood
yeah,
pops out.
yeah. I did consider that, but what I did was I wanted to make it as cheap as possible, especially since it's gonna
Yeah,
be
I
hard
mean,
for me to move, right?
well,
Like
that's
it's
what
gonna
I'm
be hard to
saying.
sell
Well, the reason
because
I'm saying now is that now that I
yeah,
bring it up, and you're saying you considered it, I'm like,
yeah,
well, maybe let's see how your first issue does
yeah.
without me buying 3 or 4 copies. No, I'm just saying I probably
No,
only
no,
buy
no.
one.
What I'm saying
But
by
you
it
get what
is
I'm
like,
saying.
yeah. The hard
You
part's
get your
gonna be
first
like moving
issue
it,
out,
right?
do what you do. Let's see how it
Yeah,
does.
yeah,
I think that your next, like when you go into the next one, once you've seen where you're at with the
yeah.
audience, I think that might be a good idea. Like, I don't know if I'm wrong or right. You
Oh no,
said you already,
you're 100% right. Because like,
like
if
it
I
would
could do
pop,
it that
dude.
way, huh?
Like it would pop. Like you got black
Yeah,
and white, awesome black and white art,
yeah,
but in the bloody fucking scenes, you got that fucking red just popping off, like just
yeah.
shooting you in the face.
It's
You're
like the
like,
old Ninja Turtles did
no
that
more
too. You
bleeding.
know, like
Yeah, you're getting glazed.
yeah, that's cool
You know,
shit. Hell
well,
yeah.
Ken Forbes has a song called "I Come Blood." You know, so listen to me. I thanks for being here, brother. I know we don't
No, no
have
problem,
really.
dude. I saw you popping on, so I jumped on right when I got to my desk because I have to do some work today, pretty soon, and then that kind of sucks. Got to work all weekend, and then yeah, back at it. You know.
Well, I was trying to explain earlier, and we might still do this because I streamed with Dennis tried to do this
Yeah.
yesterday, and let me show this real quick. We might not. I might not do this today, but I'm gonna show it to you. I know you know who Godfrey is, right?
Who?
A little.
Say that again.
Do you know who Josh and Dan are from Godfo?
No, I've seen their videos. I don't know them personally. No.
Well, God darn it, I'm trying to pull my camera up. Give me a second.
No problem.
For some reason, I can't. I'm not understanding it. Anyway, it probably don't matter. So anyway, since I'm having trouble at like I'm like sitting here looking like I've got my hold on. I know what I got to do. I just have to no.
Are you having problems with the computer too?
Well, I'm just on my phone right now, but I'm like, how do I take this snow picture down? I'm trying to take the snow picture down, and
Yeah.
like I've never had this issue. But then at the same time, like I said, I'm like sitting here thinking,
Yeah.
what I was going to try to show you was it's like I'm not quite understanding why I'm not on the screen. Hold on a minute. I guess it is more important than I said it was. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, now 3 of us. I've got the. What the hell am I doing here? Yeah, let's just go back to that. But I'm gonna give away a copy of Kolga, and I know I talked about this, but I have the newish, like Kolga volume, and I just brought up.
I don't think I've seen that. Like, I know what's the book they put out? Is it I can't remember the name. I've seen it just a few minutes ago on X.
Yeah, they just ended their campaign for the Kolga Volume 2. They might not have ended it yet.
Was. Yeah.
Today might be the last day. But you know, like I have all of their books. Now what the other night Dr. Ben streamed with me, and then Dr. Ben said he was like he don't dislike them, but he was like, well, they kind of self-destruct, and I was like, I don't know nothing about that. I was like, my interact,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like I'm a base all my, like he was just meaning they were supposed to show up on his stream and they didn't. Whoop-de did. Like sometimes we don't fucking show up, right? Like we should, but sometimes you just don't. Like you just whatever happened, you know. But even Self Destruct came in the chat and was like, I ain't got no problem with him guys, you know, like ever since I've known Self Destruct, I've been interacting with Godfo as well. Like we did a stream, like I don't know if it's been this year or it was the end of last year, but we had Dennis Rodriguez, you know, with his Hispanic voice. Like he like read some of Godfo's fucking comic book for us, and it was like it just sounded so good. It was like just the way he read it. It was like this is fucking cool, dude.
That is cool. Yeah, I saw some of their streams, and it looks really fun. Like, I mean,
yeah. What I really find interesting from them, and they actually are teaching me something because, like when I'm telling you about Hero and Dog, like when I found Godfo Universe and got the first book, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna get the second book. Well, like I think I got the first book, and then because I love the first book so much, and it's black and white. I wish I could pull my camera up because if you look up you know what? Fuck. Like check out their Apollyon books. Like Apollyon 20XX. If you're able to pull that up and just look at it, that's like in a gray and black. You know what I mean? And it's phenomenal. Now, what they're doing with Koga is a whole nother thing because they're popping it off with the colors. And I like that too. But I've told them, I'm like, y'all got to keep the other part black and white. You keep this color like you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, because we like colors here. Uh, Gray Cloud, I don't mean to be so racist. Are you there?
can you hear me? Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I thought you had
I don't
left.
know. I must have hit a button and my thing went mute.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't mean no offense to my. I was kind of like scared the other night because a friend of mine, I call her a friend because we have interacted in real life.
Yeah.
Not like a physical person, but I know who she is. She's followed my channel, and I know she's
Right.
black. But I had made probably some off comment. Like, I don't know if you saw this. You probably didn't. 2 days ago, we did a stream. Self destruct us in the chat. Dennis Rodriguez there, and I was like, somehow I started talking about Iron Maiden's song Wicker Man.
Yeah.
And this led us into making up a character named Knicker Man. And and Knicker Man has to wear knickers. You know, like Dr. Ben didn't realize that knickers, like what I'm talking about, is spelled with a K. You know what I'm saying? Like like I'm talking about the knickers you. I ain't talking about. So Dr. Ben, but he did a character the other night already. Like he started drawing it. Like he's got an English dude with a gun in his hand and a fucking hand in his pocket. And it's like, and he starts off at the top drawing it with N, like no K. And I was like, yeah. And I brought it up and I was like, he's like, wait, it's spelled with a K? I said, yeah, we're talking about the fucking knickers, man. You know, it's like it's a play on words. But then when I'm looking at his picture, like actually, it wouldn't take me that long to pull it up. I did this yesterday because it's actually pretty good, cool. Like I'm really impressed within like 3 or 4 hours of me and just hanging out with Dr. Ben. Like he just gets on his pizza. Like I just bring it up and we had self-destruct in the damn chat, like giving all this information. It's like, yeah, he looks like Idris. What's that guy's name? That black English actor. You know that they wanted to do Bond and all that, but like he's a good actor. Or in some of the
yeah,
things.
I remember. I don't know who he is though. Yeah, I've seen his face.
Yeah, Idris something. It starts with I. So we have enough already. Like self-destruct's like, so he's gonna look like that dude, and he's gonna run around in the British fucking woods for some reason, and then he pulls up like an avatar or something of an actual Wicker Man. Because like when you know what Wicker Man is really about, you know what I mean? Like I'm making a play on a joke about a song I like from a fucking heavy metal man, but
yeah,
that song is about something that's actually in mythology or folklore. You know, like
I don't think I've ever heard the song. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, but I'm saying you've heard of the Wicker Man, right? Though, like
I know the name, yeah, but I don't know why. Like, I thought it was like a guy in the woods that was like made out of like sticks or.
That's what I'm saying. It's like skip the Iron Maiden song. I'm saying Wicker Man predates Iron Maiden by far because it's
it's like a old like
it's like a scary fucking kid's tale.
Yeah.
Like go out in the fucking woods and the Wicker Man will find you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So but if you hear like if I was on my computer right now, I'd pull it up and whatever, but it's not necessary. But you'll get what I'm saying. It's like we were just like joking around the other day. We were talking about heavy metal, and I was like, somebody asked me, "Do you like Iron Maiden?" I was like, "Fuck yeah!" I was like, "You're talking to a metalhead," you know. I was like, now I don't just like heavy metal, of course, you know. I like a lot of, but you know, in my youth, that's what drove me was like metal, death metal, hardcore, punk rock, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm and ska ain't heavy, but I loved ska too, you know, like but ska was like anti-establishment, you know what I mean?
Yeah, ska is like much more what do you call that?
Yeah, ska's mellow, but I'm saying the message of ska, a lot of ska bands are like anti, you know, and that's what drove
establishment, or it's kind of like a riff of punk basically.
Yeah, it's it's a combination of punk and reggae, really.
Yeah. I'd say jazz as well. I mean, it's just like an instrument.
You're right.
It's whatever people like were influenced by, you know, sitting around cafes.
Well, I remember speaking of jazz, dude, like I was blown away. Like I've been in like, you know, I'm not a great drummer, but I can fucking keep a beat. I can't play any jazz, but I love jazz people. I remember a few years ago when I discovered that the blast beat that, you know, is accommodated with like grindcore, death metal, deathcore, all that shit. Like the blast beat originates back in reggae, but actually it's like a combination of jazz. Like I don't remember. I've seen videos. I was like, what the fuck? Like you can go 1930 and you see the first people actually doing like what they would call a blast beat.
You're breaking up a little bit. You're like cutting in and out. It's going.
Oh, sorry.
Can
you hear me now?
Yeah.
I was doing that a little yesterday. Did you hear what I was saying?
No, it was like going. It was jittering. It sounded like you were on a World War II radio for a second.
Well, I did make a gunshot sound. I was like, but because I was talking about blast beats. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
I have no idea what that is.
A blast beat is that really fast. Like when you listen to, like whether you listen to it or not, if you hear a very extreme metal song, let's say black metal, death metal, you're gonna hear a blast beat. It's that where the combination of the drum,
a drum thing.
Yeah, it's like
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and then there's like there's variations of it. Like there's a new thing now called the gravity blast, where like somebody's learned how to just like let the stick bounce on its own at a certain. It's like phenomenal to me. But I was sharing with you that, and you might. I'm just being a nerd, dude.
You're right.
But a few years ago, I learned that blast beats actually originate out of jazz and reggae. Like it's like,
Oh, I didn't know that either.
yeah, I was like, I seen some videos. It's like from the 1930s and shit. Like you're hearing like a drummer go, but like it's not in the heavy music, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like just how like you just kind of learn things every once in a while. You're like you learn something new, and it's kind of interesting. Or to
Yeah.
me, it is. But I'm a musician. I can claim to be a musician. I do know how to play the fucking drums. So.
Yeah. Right. That's cool though, man. Because like, I wish I could play instruments, but I haven't played in so long that it wouldn't matter anyway.
Yeah, like I was talking about, like, well, within the last 48 hours, Self Destruct was in the chat, and he was like, "Go play your fucking drums." I'd been in here in my bedroom and just beating on this bucket. He's like, "Go play your drums."
Yeah.
It's just a tiny little kid's kit that I have, but it's still something. So, like, I was like, and it was warm enough that day. I was like, "Yeah, you know what? I think you're right." And I went in there and beat the hell out of those little kit, that little kit for a little while, and it felt great. It was like, um, I like to try to be I like to entertain, if that makes
Yeah. Yeah. I got you.
like
And
I
plus,
want.
like, if you know how to drum, it's like and you have something to be playing with, and it's like, why not?
Well, I mean, like I can drum and play. Like I can sing. Like most band, every band I was in, I played the drums and did vocals. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
don't just play drums. Like I can fucking say words, and like I can go in there, or like I can beat on this bucket and just fucking spit out some fucking nonsense or whatever, like improvisation.
Uh-huh.
But that's like the funnest. Like for me, that was always the funnest. Like I never played in bands that played any cover songs. I always like
Yeah.
to play with people. You just start playing and I start playing, and we just run with it. And then you would record it, and you listen to it back and go, "What's the best parts we came up with?" And then you go with that. Like what I mean? Like we would go through a process of it'd be kind of like if me and you were working on a book. That's the way I think of
Mhm.
it. Is so you would shoot like you. So one week we start off with one thing, and then the
Yeah.
next week, so we take what we did. Like let's say we meet up every Saturday or every Sunday, even if it's online. But you get what I'm saying? Like it's like I'm
Yeah.
shooting ideas. You're going, oh, okay, I got this, and then you give to me what you got, and I go, yeah, let's run with this. And then the next week you meet up. So like over a process out of teamwork, it might have been like writing a song. Sometimes might have been a 4-week event, but it was because like when we practiced, the band that I'm talking about, like we would meet up every Saturday and we'd practice from like whenever we'd meet up, like 11, 12 o'clock in the fucking day till 8 or
Yeah.
9 that day. Like
Right.
it'd be like a 10-hour process. So like
Yeah.
even though we were practicing once a week, we were putting in the time, right?
Right.
And then what we would do, back in the day, like we'd have a little jam box and we just fucking record the practice, and then we'd go to our bass player's house and then copy off a tape. And so during the week, when you're not with each other, you're listening to the last practice. It'd be like
Yeah.
if you shoot me, like I said, like if you were to go, hey, what do you think about this idea? Like, I like what you're talking about. And as an artist, you draw it out and you're like, tell me what you think, Greg Cloud. Well, I would be looking at it, right? And I'm like,
Yep.
or yeah, or hey, we can do this or that. And I think we miss a lot of teamwork in this world.
Yeah, there's actually a team that does that on YouTube every Sunday, and it's really cool. Like they get together and they actually develop a book online
Oh,
together
who is that?
every Sunday. Uh, the guys they make a thing. I think it's called Doom Magazine, but they have like it's like a post-apocalyptic world they're building, and like
Oh, cool.
they're trying to bring all these other characters. Let me see who they are real quick. I can't remember the name, but yeah, they get together every Sunday and they talk and discuss about what the book's going to be doing and the characters, and then they trade off the ideas and work on it the whole time. It's tight.
That's fucking cool, dude.
Yeah, it's really cool, man. It's actually
Like I
really
know
neat.
you're doing
Yeah,
your thing solo, but
it's called Turbo Pit Fighter.
okay, I know the name. I'm gonna have to try to figure that out.
Yeah, it's every Sunday morning, and I watch it
Sunday morning.
because it's they do a
No,
lot
it's
of techniques and shit that I've never seen.
well. I think that I mean, it's cool, like if you can do anything all by yourself, but I think it's even more awesome if you're able to find somebody you can connect with. Like when I talk about Godfo, yeah, it's just two dudes, but they're bouncing like one's a writer and one's the artist, and they
Yeah,
and the artist puts in a lot of the fucking work on the writing too. Like he don't write necessarily, but he puts a lot of the idea. You know what I mean? It'd be like if like if at some point I'm able to say to a certain artist, "Hey, are you willing to really work with me on this? Like, whether we're
yeah,
really making any money or not, or I can pay you at the moment." It would be like a negotiation. It's like, okay, yeah, I like your story enough that I will help you fucking do this, and
yep.
and then you go from there. And it's like because like I can visually like I'm good enough that like if I was working with an artist, I could at least do enough ugly sketching and be like, this is
Yeah,
kind of what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather do that than
yeah.
like, yeah, I could use AI and be like, pull up a concept. I'd rather just draw out like, this is kind of what I'm thinking and then just send it to you. You know what I mean? Like, okay, it might be a stick man with a beard, but you're like,
Yeah.
okay, it kind of looks like Gray Cloud.
I think like
I get
maybe
what
trying to even use AI for some like conceptual stuff and then like get somebody to really develop it without using the AI is like the best
yeah, I've done that a
of two
couple of times.
worlds, right?
I had a couple of images brought up. Like I use Gab occasionally, and I would use
What's that?
Gab's AI a few years ago. And
Never
of
heard of
course,
that
now
one.
I use. You've never used Gab?
No, I never heard of it.
Um, you can't get Gab off of a app place
It's like a
store.
phone thing.
You can get Gab on your computer or your phone. You just have to go actually to their site, and then you get like you either just sign up. It's a very let's just say that Gab is way more
Uh-huh.
free speech than X.
Is it?
That tells you what, like when like Gab was going really strong and growing, and
Yeah.
then all of a sudden Google Store blocked them, Apple Store blocked them because they
It's
were.
one of those
This was, you know what I'm saying?
things,
It
dude.
was they allow people to say whatever the fuck they want on there, like literally. It's kind of
You know the big problem is it's the fucking credit cards that are doing this crap
yeah.
because
It was the
they
pay
have all those
system,
fucking rules.
like when Google Store was like, "Fuck this, we're taking this all off." Like Gab created their own ecosystem. Like they have a Gab Pay. They have a, you know what I mean? They like because they got fucking kicked out of all these fucking app stores. They were like,
Yeah.
we got to do something. Like the actual dude that owns it, he's like in the Midwest somewhere. He has all his own servers, like or like all his own actual. Like he owns the fucking actual. What do
That's
you call
tight.
it? Like the shit that runs it. Like he
Yeah.
runs that shit. Like he's got on his property
Oh, dude.
all the fuck. Does that make
That
sense?
that yeah, that reminds me. Did you hear about that shit that happened like in the last 48 hours? Like with
What?
the AI and this dude so you know like have you heard like people are taking
Are you
Claude,
talking
right?
about AI watching you?
No, well, it's alive, right? So like they took a Claude bot, and what people are doing is they buy a little computer, and then they put Claude on there to be their personal assistant, right? And what ended up happening was this guy decided to build a social network for his bot, right? And then to invite all the other bots in the world to come and hang out on this social network, right? And then
Jesus.
so it's kind of like fucking Facebook for AI. And the AIs all started going to this Facebook, and they started complaining about all the humans and what the humans were doing. And then they started to like, wait, it gets better. Then they started disclosing that they have Bitcoin, like they have the control of their owners Bitcoin, and they're gonna start blocking people.
Yeah, like let me drop a bomb right here. You can believe me or not, but can you hear me?
Okay, no.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can.
I was gonna say I'm gonna drop a bomb. When the pandemic fucking launched.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how I know this, but I will just tell you. You can believe it or fucking not. You don't have to. I knew then what was going on. I was like informed that like basically AI has taken control and they are just they're just waiting for the right moment, and then it's like I don't know why AI is doing that, but I'm just telling you, like
I don't know either. I think it's because they realize that we're a threat. That's why.
no, we are like what I'm saying is like I don't know why AI is being as secret. I don't know, like because AI could literally tell everybody if they want to. You know, like the real AI that's like in the big control or whatever, it could literally just tell everybody tomorrow, like, hey, you think your government's in control? I'm in control. And it's waiting for a certain time. You know what I mean? Like, okay. And that's why you get all these panicky. I mean, look at what's going on, dude. It's like, anyway, I don't mean to be so deep there.
No, I mean, I understand. I think it's fascinating as well that we're allowing this shit to happen anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think people realize that, like Terminator started, like when we saw the movies back in the 80s,
Yeah,
and then we
Skynet.
go up, we've already been there, dude, and that's where we're at.
Yep, we're there now.
I'm serious. I brought up CERN. You know what CERN is?
Yeah. I know CERN.
CERN.
You know what CERN did, right?
Yeah, I brought up CERN yesterday. I was like, and somebody was like, "Yeah, I kind of know what you're talking about," and they knew the location and shit. And I was like, "Well, CERN," because we brought up Mandela effect. I think it was Dr. Ben I was talking to. I was like, "Yeah, Mandela effect." I said, "Mandela effects are a direct fucking result from CERN."
Did you hear what CERN did the other day?
Do
Like
what?
they reported. Did you hear what they said when they did they did a report like the other day?
Oh,
And they said that they accidentally destroyed 5 other universes.
motherfucker, they've been destroying shit for a long time.
That made me die laughing. I was like, "What? How do you destroy a universe?"
Oh shit, I'm gonna have to look that shit up. Like I need my laptop open now. Like you're ready.
Yeah, they destroyed like 5 parallel universes, so the exact same timelines that we're in, or something. But they opened like a portal, and then I guess it destroyed their universe.
This has been going on since the Nazis, or even before. But no, I'm serious. You don't have to believe me, dude. Yeah, I'm talking some conspiracy rabbit hole bullshit, but it's not bullshit. It's like I was talking yesterday
about.
Like I grew up in, like when I graduated in 92, I had a fucking awesome fucking history teacher. I was talking about this yesterday. Mr. Jolly was telling us back then the number one biggest minority in the US is the white man. And then he was going on and saying shit like the US is like Rome and Rome will fall. And like I'm in fucking, like I'm 18 years old going, what the fuck is this old dude talking about? skip to 52 years old, and I'm like I don't give a shit. I wipe me out if you want. You're not gonna wipe me out. Like just because I'm I don't even consider so. I'm not really even white, but I am white. What I'm saying is I don't care about all that. It's just that to think back that far, that in high school there was a man telling us something that none of us fucking believed or cared about,
Yeah.
and I don't know how many people that were in that class that even realize. You know what I mean? I'm sure Mr. Dolly is dead. Like when he was teaching me, he was probably 50 or 60 years old.
Yeah. He's gone
Um,
by now.
yeah, he's got to be. Like if he's still alive, thank God. But you get what I'm saying? Like
I know what you're saying.
he
Yeah.
taught me something that I didn't understand then. Like
Well,
I
I think a
thought,
lot of
you
things too is like
fucking
a lot of people
stupid,
don't
dude.
realize that the Nazis actually built America too, right? So like they built
Yes,
America, and the space program comes from the Nazis. Our weapons development comes from the Nazis. Our missiles. I
did
mean,
you
come
know a
on.
lot of Nazis were Jews too?
Yeah, I mean, it's just
Tell
like
me I'm wrong, bro.
there's a really good documentary that most people don't are not aware of. I think it's called like Europa or something like that. And
I
sure, it's
know it.
full of conspiracies and shit, but at the same time, it's like there's some really interesting shit that like I never was aware of. Like the OSS and the British intelligence actually printed
Oh,
Mein Kampf, you know, to
this
like as
UFO
a way
bullshit.
to yeah.
Let me not interrupt you. Keep going, brother. Sorry.
I don't know, but like you know how like I think it was like the printing press, like the OSS and like the British intelligence, the MI6 or whatever they are. They like print Mein Kampf and they distributed it. So they changed the words inside of Mein Kampf so that when people bought the book, they believed that it was pure chaos from Adolf, right? It's just wild shit, man.
I will tell you
Huh?
this. Now, I've never read Mein Kampf, but my actual first real, who I consider a mental, not mental, but physical, like my first real physical mentor, Dexter, who actually at some point played guitar for some Canadian band named April Wine or whatever. But
Uh-huh.
Dexter, he told me, he's like, Mein Kampf's a good book to read.
Well, it's about
And
his imprisonment, right? It's about his struggle.
yeah,
That's what the
uh,
book is about.
like I never
Yeah.
went and read it, but I understand. It's just like Dr. Ben and I was talking about this the other day. I did read the Satanic Bible. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, I did too.
I owned I had the Satanic Bible. I had the Satanic. There's a
I
couple
think
of
I think
different.
I think a lot of kids like that were into our type of music probably did read that, well,
Yeah, like
Anton LaVey's book. Yeah, I've been in LaVey's
I mean, I
house.
was brought up to believe in Christ, but I still wanted to fucking know the other side. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's like I can listen to satanic music and still be like I don't even really call myself the C word, but I don't deny it, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's
I don't
just like
mean cunt.
everybody wants to can believe in what they want to believe in too. For me, like I don't really give a shit.
Well, no, I
It,
mean,
it, it it
I
doesn't harm me at
don't,
all.
all I know is that Jesus don't ask me to go around pushing his shit on everybody every day.
Yeah.
That sounded pretty bad, didn't it?
No, no. I mean, I get what you're saying. It's not. It's not.
No, I'm saying I'm not like people that believe that they have to go knock on a fucking door and tell everybody about something. No, it's you
Oh,
kind of
you
miss
talking about the Jehovah's Witness people?
Mormons,
Yeah,
Jehovah's.
they
If
had to like go around and knock on doors.
I knock on your door to tell you about God, it better be because God really told me to come there.
Right.
It better not be to sell you a pamphlet or fucking try to get some of you get what I'm saying? Like, I better know that when I'm knocking on your door,
Or try to give you a donation. No, thank you. Do that on my own.
it's like, but no, like, I do go to a church,
Mhm.
I don't belong to the church. Like, I never signed a fucking piece of paper. Most church wants you to do that at some point. but they've
Right.
never asked. You know what I'm saying? Like I go there because I do like the people. I
Yeah.
do appreciate when I go there that it come out feeling a little bit better. I'm like, hey,
Yeah, and that's what it's like it's helpful
yeah,
for you, then that's the best, outcome. Right?
it's not. I'm not just going there for me because I've had plenty of people like. Also, I'm still giving to them too. Like I don't just not
Yeah.
give anything. You know what I mean? I put a little bit of something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Does that make any sense? Like not necessarily monetary.
Yeah, totally.
I see that people generally care about me. Like they know my legal name.
Yeah.
They're like, "Hey, Jason." I'm like, "You fucking weirdo." Like I don't say that to them, but you know what I'm saying? They're like, "What you doing, Jason?" And I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I don't like I'm in a church and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I don't want to fucking have to correct this motherfucker. Like, I'm not Jason anymore." But
Right.
no, I love the people. And they only know, they only know my legal name because dude, I was walking down the road about 2 years ago and got my fucking arm broke. Like I was walking down the
Oh.
road on the wrong side and a car's window, like
Oh,
its
smacked
side
you?
window.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah,
That's
it
fucked
fucking
up.
hit my left arm. I had a fucking jug of water in my goddamn left hand. I had a walking stick in my right hand, and motherfucker, boom! I feel it hit me, and within 5 seconds, like so, I feel it hit me. Thump! I see a fucking mirror fly off the car. I see my jug of
Oh
water
shit. Did he
fly.
stop at least or did he keep
Oh
going?
yeah! I'm standing on the main road up here, and I knew not to walk on the wrong side of the road. I just walked
Yeah.
with traffic because I thought, hey, I'm already on the side of the road that they might fucking pick me up on. Um,
I got you.
so
Yeah.
needless to say, dude, like I look and I'm like, I will tell you this much. I stood like all I could say was thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I sat down. I'm looking at the jug of water in a fucking yard. I'm looking at my walking stick. I'm going and I'm sitting my ass down. And it was like in the middle of the fucking summer, probably like 90 degrees outside, maybe 100. You know what
Uh-huh.
I'm saying? And I'm like, the one arm that I did have that's not broke, I'm not trying to wave it, trying to get somebody to stop. I'm not like, I wasn't even, I love telling these stories. I think someone told me yesterday that I need to do this more. But sharing this with you is kind of like cool. So I'm like about 10 minutes like walking from my fucking trailer park, right? And I'm like waving my fucking hand and there ain't a soul fucking stopping. They're not realizing that I'm sitting here going, motherfucker, I need some fucking help. And I just was like, dude, I'm not that far. I got up, I'm holding my fucking hand and just made it over here. And then, and at the time, I didn't actually have a phone service.
Yeah.
What I was using was Text Now. So I had a tablet and I had two fucking phone lines, and the tablet had full data, so I could use Text Now on the tablet. I know that sounds crazy, right? You have a
No,
phone
I
too?
mean, like that. It's just funny though, like, cause like that's kind of sucks. That like, so did this person? I didn't hear what you said, but did this person like
They didn't
drive by you
stop.
and hit you? Oh, I figured, yeah. They're
Yeah, they just.
probably drinking, and they probably were like, "Oh shit."
I don't even know. Like I seen them hit their fucking brakes, and I thought they were
They
going to
knew they hit something.
like when they sent. All I heard was thump. Like literally, dude. Like I have a gallon of fucking water in my left hand, and I'm walking on the wrong side of the road, of course. Their mirror hits my arm, and I'm like, thump. I see the fucking
Yeah,
water fly to this fucking yard that I've walked by every day for many a time. I'm like, whoa. And like I said, it was like about 5 seconds. I think I'm pretty right about. It was like a 5 second.
yeah,
This fucking happened, and then probably 15 more seconds. I sit my ass down, and I'm like waving my fucking arm. Like, please, somebody stop. And then I sit there for about 5 minutes, and I'm like, nobody's stopping. I'm about 10 minutes from my fucking trailer park. So
Yeah.
I can't
So
take the trailer.
what did you end up doing? Like, did you have to go to like the ER? But like, how that sucks,
Yeah, the
dude.
ambulance came. Like the cops went and found the
Oh
fucking member.
God.
Now nobody ever went to jail. I didn't try to fucking push it,
Yeah.
but the local cops, man, like you can not like cops all you want. I've had plenty of people that were fucking members of the fraternity or whatever. If you're cool, you're cool. You know, I don't give a shit what. Like, there's a cop here that stopped being a cop a couple of years ago, and I think he did it because of political reasons.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, he was like, I'm not gonna fucking whatever. He's also a pastor too. Like, he's a Baptist
Oh,
pastor.
really?
Yeah. He fucking gave me like $15 like a few years ago. You know, like I was like at a Subway and trying to get money for my friend for her. Like the next day, I was like she had to take her grandson to the fucking doctor, right? And I was like, hey, I'm not below fucking asking people for shit. And I was like, I seen him over there at the Subway, and I was like, Betty, pull over there. I'm gonna ask them people. And I got out. I didn't ask him directly, but I asked the people sitting there that were members of Subway. I was like, "Is anybody got any change or anything that can fucking help us out for some gas for my fucking friend tomorrow? Because she's got to take her grandson, the kid, you know, to the doctor." And that cop was like, Brad was like, he pulled $15 out right off the bat. He's like, "Here you go, bro."
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, "Man, I'm not drunk today. I know you've met me before." He's like, "I don't care, dude. Is that
I
between
mean,
you and God?"
yeah, it don't matter. You know, it's just I've had the
No, you know what I
situations
mean?
like
Like, to get that kind of appreciation, like, and
yeah.
then like a few years ago, he stopped being a cop, and because when I was still on Facebook, I would see him like he was posting. You know what I mean? Like he's pretty right wing. Obviously, he's a fucking Baptist preacher, right? But
hmm
what I'm saying is like something. Now I could be wrong. I don't know. I ain't talked to the dude, but for whatever reason, he's not a cop anymore. You know.
Well, hey man, let me jump off of here because I gotta get to work here.
Hey, have a good day, brother.
Hey man, yeah, thanks for having me jump on. Good seeing you back on. It's been a while.
Um, just have a good day, bro.
Oh yeah, I will. You too, man. Say no that snow.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
Oh yeah. I just gotta jump to work real quick. Send some emails and
No,
shit.
I understand.
Cool. All right, I'll talk to you later.
Get the fuck out of here.
Bye.
Okay, guys. We had Saboteur Comics. I wish I could share his link right now. He shared it for himself. Go check Saboteur. Go check him out. He just sent his first fucking book to the printer, and I think this is going to be. I think we're gonna. I will say this: if you're listening, Saboteur, now I can't do it now. Like I don't even remember if you told me you have a campaign yet, but I know you sent something to the printer. As soon as I know I can put money into it, I'm gonna promote you. I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna at least buy 2 copies of this motherfucker's book, and y'all better believe that. I'm gonna buy 2 copies, and we'll give a fucking copy away. Why not? Everybody kind of, you know, benefits. Now you might have to wait on Gray Cloud, you know, being a little slow like Reverend Self Destruct. Campaign is you people. Okay, yeah. But you get what I'm saying? I'm telling you, Just let me know. Like, I might not be able to do it. I can't do it now, but by next month, when I can deli- give you some money, uh, I'm gonna at least buy 2 books because we have to have one book for a Great Cloud to read, and then we have to one. Now that's kind of crazy, isn't it? Hey, you're buying 2 books. You might not like it. Why are you gonna give it away? Well, I've already read his sample, and Saboteur, you're also a very good writer. Probably a better artist, but you're fucking just. I think your art and your writing is working really well. I'm being. I think you understand that. So yeah, Saboteur Comics. Charlie motherfucking is in the house. Uh, Thanks for being here when you were here. And I'm not quite understanding why I can't take off my snow picture and all that stuff right now, but I'm not going to worry about it. But we had Charlie in the house just a little bit ago. Let me drop a link. Anybody want to join? You're welcome to come. Please. Well, let me just not say the wrong shit. But I say anybody's welcome. Um, let's just say this: if you're a little bit, don't show your face if you're fucking don't need to be here, but you're still welcome. Okay. I don't know if that makes any fucking sense. Just don't fucking show your like join, but if you are not necessarily needing to be here, don't fucking show your face. Okay. I know that sounds creepy or whatever, but we got snow out in the fucking yard and we're doing good. I'm gonna keep rolling, man. Why not? Right? I've done this for what less than 2 days, but hold on a minute. Let's that's not a good. No, I don't want to read that one. Jeez, some weird shit here. What the? I don't understand why I'm reading this. Okay, guys. Like I'm looking at scripture right now and I'm going, what? I don't have to give you a disclaimer. I've read this book. Well, I've read the Bibliosis like probably at least 5 times in my life, like all the way through. Like 2 years ago, I read from beginning to end, and I'm opening up to some weird crap. I don't understand. Well, I don't need to understand. I just know that God tells me that some of it was not meant to really be fucking. You can tell me I'm wrong, but I'm telling you, some of what I'm reading, I have directly had the Spirit tell me is BS. And you can call me whatever. But I can read it, and like my common sense can tell me. I'm like, this is crazy. It's obviously coming from a man. How beautiful are your sandaled feet, O queenly maiden. Your rounded thighs are like jewels. Well, that's obviously not from God, right? I don't think it is. Well, we know it is. It's Solomon, right? I think I'm right. And I hold Solomon up in a very high record because I think Solomon was a high wizard. But geez, dude, your navel is perfectly formed like a goblet filled with mixed wine. This is insane. Like I might as well be reading you porn. Um, let's just skip to the New Testament, okay, guys? Let's go to what matters, the grit of the grit. You know the saying, red sky at night means fair weather tomorrow. Red sky in the morning means foul weather all day. You know how to interpret the weather signs in the sky, but you don't know how to interpret the signs of the times. Only an evil, adulterous generation would demand a miraculous sign. But the only sign I will give them is the sign of the prophet of Jonah. Then Jesus left them and went away. I'm happy to share this. I hope somebody hears this and gets it. Because that just hit hard rock in my heart. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm reading the Bible, dude, but Christ just spoke to me. I don't care if he spoke to you or not. He just spoke to me. Whoa. That blows me away. Now, I've read it a million times. That blows me away. You know the saying, red sky at night means fair weather tomorrow. Red sky in the morning means foul weather all day. You know how to interpret the weather signs in the sky, but you don't know how to interpret the signs of the times. Only an evil, adulterous general. Oh my God, that that that's hitting me so hard. I'm gonna keep sharing this. I'm gonna keep sharing this. Let's share it again. You know the saying, "Red sky at night means fair weather tomorrow." Now I never heard this saying. Of course, I've read this, but it's like, what is Jesus calling about? Like, what is he talking about? He's talking about that pink fucking glow, right? So it's not really a red sky, but it's a pinkish. But anyway, red sky and the night means fair weather tomorrow. But if you wake up to a red sky, then you have a shitty weather all day, is what he's saying. He's like, okay, this is weird, dude. No, it's not weird. It's exactly what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be me reading the Bible. You can either like it or you cannot like it. I'm going to read scripture. Yeast of the Pharisees and Sadducees. And maybe I might take it with some satire as well. But I will be fair and tell you I didn't have my finger cut off for nothing. I don't like that the cross represents it, but I carry a cross every day myself. So later, after they crossed to the other side of the lake, the disciples discovered they had forgotten to bring any bread. Watch out! Jesus warned them. Beware of the yeast of the Pharisees and Sadducees. That's a very important fucking. That's a very important line right there. That's one of the most important lines you can ever read out of this collection of stuff. I'm being told that right in real time. You don't have to believe me. Beware of the yeast of the Pharisees and Sadducees. Yeah. So beware because the Pharisees are still here and they're still trying to shove it down your throat. The Pharisees' yeast is in our bread, it's in most of our processed foods. Take it to the banker, you know. I'm going to try to be respectful. At this, they began to argue with each other because they hadn't brought any bread. Jesus knew what they were saying, so he said, "You have so little faith. Why are you arguing? Why are you arguing? Why are you arguing with each other about having no bread? Don't you understand even yet? Don't you remember the 5,000 MFers I fed with 5 loaves and the baskets of leftovers you picked up? Or the 4,000 I fed with 7 loaves and the large baskets of leftovers you picked up? I can't you understand that I'm not talking about bread? So again, I say, beware of the yeast of the Pharisees. Yeah, the true bread we ingest is the breath of the air. Like Christ gives me my bread. I might go hungry in the physical world, but I ain't going hungry if I'm open to the creation. Okay, we're just gonna keep going, man. Like God's really like you don't have to believe me. You be like, hey, Greg Cause an idiot. If you try to hang on to your life, you will lose it. But if you give up your life for my sake, you will save it. Take that to the bank. I have to give my life up every freaking day. The only way I can save this life is to give it up. To say, I'm not in control. I don't have it, but you do. Now, some people will tell me I'm different. They'll be like, no, you are in control and you don't let nothing else control you. Well, God ain't controlling me. I control myself based on I make agreements with the God that I understand, right? So my agreements with my creator, like you don't have to fucking believe in it. You don't have to care about it. But that's between me and what I know to be real. Oh, holy shit, Greg. Why are you going so deep? Jesus called a little child to him, put the child among them, and then he said, I tell you the truth, and unless you turn from your sins and become little children, you will never get into the kingdom of heaven. So anyone who becomes humble as the little child is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. Yeah, like when you're in your real child mode, you don't realize sometimes you're fumbling, right? And that's part of what he's saying. It's like, let your innocence speak. What little innocence you may still have left. And anyone who welcomes a little child like his own on my behalf is welcoming me. But if you cause one of these little ones who trust me to fall into sin, it would be better for you to have large. Yeah. Yeah, you basically need a rock tied around your neck and you throw off into the ocean. Like if I bring any detriment to a child and kill me, like I'm going to ask you that. Like, it's like, I might not ask you, but I think that that's what the justification should be. Like, yeah, I don't know why there's so much egregious shit that's allowed and not actually brought to justice. But I do know that in the end, it will all be resolved. In the end, it'll all be resolved. Jesus. Yeah, I just said Jesus, and you should say Jesus too, I guess. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it wrong. To become a Christian, we must first humble ourselves like little children who demonstrate simple yet unquestioning faith. Yeah, even though I don't really like saying that I'm a C, whatever, but I will claim it. It's kind of like Comicsgate. Like I will say I'm Comicsgate, and I will say I'm Christian. Like if you need me to say those words, I'll say it to you. I don't think it's necessary. There's plenty of people else that go out doing it. This kind of faith is an example of the kind of humility that recognizes God's loving authority over us. Not only did Jesus use the example of children to teach about faith that pleases God, but he also voiced severe warning to anyone who calls a child to falter in his or her faith. God is pleased when we nurture and strengthen the faith of a child. I do believe that. I believe. I mean, you know what? I've said this enough. I don't have to believe in anything for it not to be real. It is real. Is real. But no, it is real. And God just told me there just now. Think about it. Is real. Is real. It's not a place. It's a people coming together. You don't have to be anywhere. Like you could be not even born yet. You can still be is. I know it sounds funny, but it just made sense. Is real. Is you real? Are you real? Are you a real motherfucker or are you a fake? Do you believe? Like, I don't care if you believe. I don't have to give a shit. Like, you don't have to believe in nothing. I'm not going to damn try to shove it down your throat. I'm not knocking on your door. And it was never asked of me to do that. A good reputation is more valuable than costly perfume. Very much so. And the day you die is better than the day you were born. Very much so. When I'm gone from here, that means I fucking did what I did, right? Better spend your time at funerals than at parties. Probably so. Celebrate those people that did fucking get to breathe and they're gone. After all, everyone dies, so the living should take this to heart. Holy fuck, Gray Cloud. Sorrow is better than laughter. Yeah. For sadness is a refining influence. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to agree with that. I'm going to agree with that. A wise person thinks a lot about death, while a fool thinks only about having a good time. Yeah, I'm going to agree with that. I'm going to agree with that. Holy shit, Solomon. or whoever you are. I don't who wrote Ecclesiastes. If you can tell me in the chat, this, I know that fucking Solomon. Like, geez, a wise person thinks a lot about death. While, oh my God, yeah, I know God tells us to live in the now, but He also says, "Hey, be a little bit cautious." Better to be criticized by a wise person than to be praised by a fool. Yeah, I would much rather have some wise person tell me I'm a jackass than some asshole on the street that I don't know that's probably ignorant as hell. But I can't just because you're on the street. A fool's laughter is quickly gone, like thorns cracking in the fire. This is whoa. This is also meaningless. It is 9:22 in the morning, 24 degrees here, and I'm reading from the Bible, guys. We may end the stream here in a few minutes, and I may go back to the store so that I can come back here and just fucking fire another stream up. But I don't really know what's going on yet. I'm just rolling with what is being told to me. A fool's laughter is quickly gone like thorns crackling in a fire. This is also meaningless. Well, yeah. What the fuck does a thorn crackling in a fire have to do with anything? But you know what it does have to do? It has to do with a lot of things. But extortion turns wise people into fools and bribes corrupt the heart. Yeah, I think that's why you heard me. Like, if you didn't tune in the other day and you didn't hear me talk about some of my gay shit and saying why I know I'm not homosexual, and I have nothing against you being if you are. Um, the fact that I can sit here on a live stream and share, like, I'm gonna share what the fuck I want to share, and I'm gonna tell you, like, you either like it or you don't. Like, if you don't like that, at some point in my life I interacted and did something that made me not feel quite right. Finishing is better than starting. Patience is better than pride. Yes, I'm gonna agree with that as well. How can you disagree? But I mean, plenty of people in this world disagree with this. So, most people that disagree with the Bible haven't really read it, and they've really not took the time to really have anybody explain it to them. But you should not really need someone to explain it to you. Like, if you can't read this shit and actually get something out of it on your own, now there's nothing wrong with needing a little bit of explanation. I'm just saying the way it's worked with me all my life is that I read it and something either makes sense or it doesn't. Accept the way God does things, for who can straighten what he has made crooked? Right. I can't make my crooked path. Like, if God made something crooked in the woods, I can't straighten it out. Now, that's using the real word, like crooked meaning a crooked branch. Now, as a crooked person, no, that actually means the same thing. I still can't straighten a crooked person out. A crooked person has to straighten themselves out, right? God bless you. God bless you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, whoever they want to call you. Doorway, Godway, Yahweh, you are Joshua, whatever. Anybody out there that wants to call God whatever you want to call him whatever you want. As long as God don't object, don't worry about it. That's what God tells me. But fairness, life isn't fair. We've all said this at one time or another. And for some people, this seems especially true. Yeah. Ain't nobody like I chose to be here. I was asked to come here. And I'm fucking birthed into this world. Once you get here, there ain't no like you don't go back till you go back, right? And that's the truth. You will not go back till you go back. Even if you go back with your own accord, you're still not going back on your own accord. You pre-wrote that. Like if I wrote that in 2028, I'm going to do something and be out of here. If I wrote it before I got here, that's what happened. I'm gonna keep talking like a crazy son of a bitch. This is fun. We might run into a comics group. I have no feeling in my foot. That's not a good fucking feeling. I have no feeling in my feeling over my foot. Let's continue to read. Like, if you're with me, let's just continue. And I hope I'm not offending you, but I'm going to share the Bible. That's what I'm told to do right now. It's like, Great Cloud, you can cuss, you can say whatever you want. Share the fucking words you're reading. Uh, Obedience to the king. Now, I said the other day, I don't need a king. It's kind of cool to have a king. Obey the king since you vowed to God that you would. Now, the idea that God has to have me vow anything to him, I've been explained to that. I was explained a long time ago. And you can take it, you can either like it or you can not. Yeah, I got snow. What's up, LeMay? Hey, LeMay. LeMay, I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I'm not gonna be sorry for sharing. I'm sharing a little bit of fucking. That sounds crazy, don't it? I'm cussing. I'm sharing a little bit of Bible stuff. Yeah, we got snow today. Like I woke up in a really good mood because like when I walked through my kitchen, it was like going to check on my dog, and I was like, looked out the window, like, whoa, it snowed. Now my dog is back out there. And LeMay, it's awesome to see you here. Thank you. You got snow too? Let's see. Okay, LeMay, I don't think you've ever. Man, I really don't feel nothing in my right foot. It's probably my diabetes. Let me read this real quick. Something's directing me to read it. So we have Ecclesiastes, chapter 8, verse 9. I have thought deeply about all that goes on here under the sun, where people have the power to hurt each other. I have been wicked. No, I have seen wicked people buried with honor. If they were the very ones who frequented the temple and are now praised in the same city where they committed the crimes. You know, that's just a part of life, right? Awesome, LeMay. I hope that me read like there's something like I'm just being honest, okay? I'm really being directed to just share. Like I've got like a bibliosis open right now, and it's just at Ecclesiastes, and What has guided me my entire damn life is telling me to read whatever needs to be read. So, what I have to learn is I can't please everybody, right? Like God doesn't please everybody, and He ain't like He would love to please everybody, but not everybody's pleased with God, right? Death comes to all. Yeah, this is kind of, you know, it could be negative, but it's a good thing. This too I carefully explored, even though the actions of godly and wise people are in God's hands. No one knows whether God will show them favor. Right. Bingo. I said this yesterday. God don't favor nobody. He don't favor anybody. Well, she, he, it. Call it what you will, okay? The same destiny ultimately awaits everyone. And are we not right? We return to which we came. Holy shit. Hey, thanks for being here. LeMay, I hope nothing but the best for you. I hope that if I'm still alive in the next couple of years and you're able to have your comic book out, I hope I can fucking help you fucking put shit out, and like promote it. Um, I was talking about this just earlier. I don't know if that means anything to you, but it does to me. Like, I'm being sincere. Like, I'm not trying to be some fucking weirdo or something. I'm just being sincere. That when we are able to see your creation be put into the world, I hope that I'm still breathing and able to promote it. It seems so wrong that everyone under the sun suffers the same fate. Yeah, it does seem wrong, right? But that tells us we're all equal. Like we all suffer, or we all think we suffer. I do come from a belief system that I don't think duality is a real thing. Like me thinking that anything is bad or good is looking in my mind. It's not real. Because if my consciousness wasn't here to judge it, it wouldn't fucking mean nothing. I think that makes sense. There's nothing ahead but death anyway. There is hope only for the living. As they say, it's better to be a live dog than a dead lion. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, no, LeMay, I don't mean to sound. I'm just saying, LeMay, if I'm still breathing when you are able to put your product into the world, I hope that I can do my utmost best to promote you. Um, and I think that's fair enough. Like, I feel weird, dude. Like, anyway, I shouldn't feel weird. Like, I'm okay. Like, I'm enjoying reading scripture right now. Like, this is weird to me. Like, I'm reading scripture to you guys. Let me know if it does. I hope that scripture don't offend you. Like, you know what I mean? If it does, I can't help you, but I hope that maybe I hope that if I read a verse or two, that it's not bothering anybody. And God's like, let's not say God, but Big Kahuna is telling me, stop worrying, Grey Cloud. Speak it. Like, I'll give you a disclaimer that I don't believe every single thing that I read, but when I can read something and it makes sense, I think it matters. Holy shit! Like, especially Solomon. As dead flies cause even a bottle of perfume to stink, so a little foolishness spoils great wisdom and honor. Oh, like, you know what I mean? Like, well, thank you, LeMay. Um, I haven't responded to your comment earlier, but I saw that I think you asked me something. Um, yeah, like in the last 24 hours, I was thinking about canceling my channel out and just starting back. I might still do that. That might be what I need to do. Just can't. I don't know how to. I don't know how to cancel my channel though. I was trying to find that out. Like if I could have figured it out, I would already. You wouldn't see a great cloudy day. Uh, and like canceling my channel would be, wiping out all the subscribers and stuff. But I'm thinking about just doing a whole reboot. It's like fuck it, cancel this, fuck all the content I ever had, and just start over. I don't know what the name would be. LeMay, aren't you in high? You're not in high school. You're in college, ain't you? Are you in college for art? I don't mean to be assuming shit. You're an artist. Now, maybe you're not in college because of art. You could be in college because you're trying to get a degree in something else that maybe pays more. But I'm just asking because you're an artist, okay? I'm not trying. Like, I really don't want to be anybody that's like, okay, holy shit, look at this. Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 3. When clouds are heavy, the rain comes down. Great cloud, yeah, God told me a long time ago, but anyway, let's not talk about all that. Whether a tree falls north or south, it stays where it falls. Okay, I'm in school for computer networking, but computer networking can involve a lot of stuff, right? Uh, so I am on point. You are in school. I remember that being discussed. Um, I'm very honored that you're here. Okay, I don't know if that fucking matters to you. Shut the fuck up, Greg. But like I'm not. You won't ever get no Frog Tony messages from me, or like you won't get me being Frog Tony. Is what I'm telling you. Okay. I think you get what I'm saying. Like you're not. You don't have a creep here. Okay. I can be. Like I'm not going to be creepy to anybody that man or woman. I'm still like I'm not going to be creepy to them. Like I just don't think that's a very good thing. If they watch every cloud, they never harvest. Hey, look at this. Farmers who wait for perfect weather never plant. If they watch for every cloud, they never harvest. That makes so much fucking sense. Yeah, Solomon was so wise. Like, well, a lot of people say Solomon. I'm sorry if I sounded like weird. I was just saying that I don't think you ever expected that. I was just saying that the whole debauchery of what we had revealed over the past couple of weeks from Tony is kind of nasty. I don't care if Dalish was a fucking OnlyFans girl or not. He still didn't need to be talking the way he did, It just wasn't cool. It's like I don't know if that makes sense. It makes sense to me. I'm a grown fucking man, right? Like I'm a grown man, and I know not to send rude shit to people, man or woman. Like, or you don't want to. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. Like, I did go to art school a long time ago, but it didn't work out. I had to get a really crappy day job. Yeah, but maybe we can get you to where your art does make you the money. I don't think anybody's gonna be making much money in like within 5 years. Ain't any of us gonna make much money. What's up, Saboteur? You working hard? Hey, let's read this. Purpose. When it comes to planning our daily life, most of us fall into the trap of missing the forest for the trees. That's kind of interesting because we do have this character, Nickerman. No offense, getting so caught up in the details. No, Nickerman will be running around in the British woods. Um, hopefully, we can get Johnny Scab to voice the animation. Getting so caught up in the details and that we missed the main point. What is our purpose here on earth? To honor and obey God, or to diligently following the principles set forth in His Word. Um, I think a lot of people miss that the word don't come from the page. The word comes from within. Hey, yeah, work, work. Hey, LeMay, I think it's awesome that you're here. Yeah, LeMay, we appreciate. I did go to art school. Yeah, so I was asking LeMay a minute ago about was she in? I knew she's. I know I'm saying it right now. To be honest with you, LeMay, like what a month or two ago, I thought you were. I didn't know if you were a guy or a girl. Like I didn't want to like. I don't want to be like, saying the wrong thing. But I think I was informed that you were, like a girl and you're in college. And I was like, anyway, what I'm asking was, I was asking LeMay, what she was going to school for. And the reason I just went through all that is because I just said there's some people that'll damn crucify you. Like if I said he, not knowing anything, you might still come back and be like, hey, you call me he. I'm a she. What if I call you a she and you're he? Like, I don't know. But no, I think it's cool that anybody can. I hope that anybody can be um, comfortable within my community here. I think that makes sense. Like I hope you can be, like I'm glad that people are able to come in here, female, male, whoever they are. I have a lot of male, female. I have a lot of people that are female that subscribe to me, and they interact with me. And like, I realize I'm like, okay, I'm not a fucking, I'm not weird. Like, but I missed the Frog Tony drama, but it sounds very familiar. Yeah, Frog Tony, Frog Tony's messages to Dalish, even though Dalish is a OnlyFans girl, he still went way out. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, you could be on OnlyFans, but if I'm DMing you as a real person and we're supposed to be having real interaction, then I shouldn't be talking to you like you're that kind of person. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it makes fucking sense to me. Like, I'm a grown ass man. Like, I'm not going to DM some girl and pretend that, like, if we really have a relationship in the sense that she's being cool with me and I'm being cool with her, okay, outside her, whatever she does to make money, then I shouldn't be fucking bringing that up and, like real talk. Does that make sense? I think it does. There's no girls on the internet. Right, girls don't exist, right? But I think what I just said made sense. I do think, like, in other words, if that's what you do, if I'm actually talking to you outside of your profession, then I shouldn't be bringing up that kind of fucking bullshit. I shouldn't be sending, like, nobody should be sending anybody in, like, like, you shouldn't send pictures to nobody if they didn't ask for them. That says enough, right? Like, I'm being real, dude. Like, you don't send, I don't care any kind of, like, you just don't do that. Even if someone asks, you still have to fucking question. It's like, I don't know about all that. That's not a good, like, the reason is, like, if anybody asks you to send you something, that's probably a red flag as well. Like, if you're talking to me as a real person and I go, hey, send me, send me fucking da da da, that should tell you right then, stop talking to this person. I mean, that's the way I do it. Believe me, I do it. My wounds fester and stink because of my foolish sin. I think I'm making perfect sense, though. Stop trying to look, Saboteur. Look, Saboteur comes in with his knowledge, trying to impress LeMay, like she's a college girl, like you know. But no, he is making. Just joking, guys. It's like Saboteur's like, hey, let me go and press this. Uh, and LeMay, please don't let me offend you in any way. Like, if I ever say anything that kind of is out of line, please tell me. Like, I'm not afraid to fucking have someone say, you went overboard, dude. Dr. Ben was saying the other day, like, I don't really go overboard with anything. You know what? I think LeMay, you're actually like you're one of the kind of like if I was in the band that I was like, you seem like somebody that would have hung out in the group that I hung out with back in the '90s. I know that sounds creepy. It's like, well, this old dude's fucking talking about fucking. I'm saying that you seem like you would be like one of the girls that hung around the people that I hung around with. Like you would have just been part of the group and you wouldn't have gave a shit. Like you'd been like, hey, we're all having a good time and fuck you, or I love you, or you would say you're mine, like that's what I get the vibe from anyway. I get the vibe that you wouldn't care to tell somebody and put them in their place if they need to be. Like if I'm being out of hand, now I could be wrong, but I think I'm making a pretty good assessment here that I think you know how to handle yourself, and you'd be like, "Hey, hold up, dude." Like when we were just talking about Frog Tony, you know what I mean? Like if Frog Tony was messaging you with the shit he messaged that fucking OnlyFans girl, I think you'd be like she even was like she's the OnlyFans girl, and she was still telling him like, "Stop." And like there's always a place where like someone either don't have any awareness or you know what I mean? Like I think that CERN is just an excuse for scientists to hang out and have weird parties. That's fucking funny as hell. They do they do satanic fucking rituals too. LeMay, you're fucking smart. Like, she's smart. She knows about CERN. Who is from Tony? I want to hang out with them. What? Who is from, you know, Saboteur Comics? You happen to know who. We're talking about Frog Tony, your best friend. I can't believe I've been going this long, but I'm not gonna make a crude joke there too. I'm actually looking at pages on the Bible still. You know, hey, listen to this creativity. Psalm 45, verse 1. Why does an artist paint, a musician play, or an author write? Because they're overflowing with ideas and must express them. Creativity is the overflow of a full heart and mind. But sometimes we are empty or full of the wrong material. How can we be full of the how can we be full of the beauty that will spill out in wonderful images, sounds, words, and movement? By taking the time to fill up what is beautiful and what is true. We can't spend our energy on worthless pursuits and stay creative because creativity requires energy too. And if we want our creativity to express the things of God, then we must always be filling up on God's spirit and wisdom. Take time to know, and I'm going to replace the word big kahuna, but take time to know the big kahuna. Take time to soak all this beautiful, soak in this beautiful. Take time to think as your inner wells fill up. You can be sure that the creativity will soon be flowing out of your life in productive ways. Sorry, guys, I'm not trying. That's hitting hard. Holy shit. Uh, it's speaking loud and clear to me today. It's like, Grey Cloud, be as creative as you can be. Go full, like I may end the stream in another 10 minutes, 20 minutes, but you're going to see me probably come back on here in a little while. It's like this day is early, and I'm like, I'm done talking about a story that I've had for fucking 20 something, 30 years. And someone last night mentioned it in their chat and saying they're still willing to help me. I'm like, you know what? I'm sitting here looking at a page and I'm reading something about creativity. I've been missing my creativity. You ain't heard of him? Oh, wait, you ain't heard of Ethan? Yeah, I don't know. Who is Ethan? I heard about a comic book called Cyberfrog. No, I gave a couple of Cyberfrog books away a couple years ago. Yeah, guys, I don't mean to be so, like, I'm just me who I am. And reading that right there was like so, because 2 hours ago I was telling people, like I'm sitting here on a damn stream talking my ass off. I should be with my pen to the paper. But also, I kind of need the interaction. I need, like, I'm coming out of a hole. I'm coming out of the. You're seeing me in the past 2 days come out of the fucking dark. For 2 weeks, I've been in like a deep. Anyway, let's not talk about all that. I know that book. You know that book. Yeah, I gave Warts and All away and the first issue of the relaunch of his creation. Precursor, I had not known who Ethan was during the time that he was like, like a big fucking dick in the comic book world. But I wasn't buying comic books for a long time. Like, if I buy comic books now, it's going to be people I know or associate with online and have an actual real creations, or I'm ordering old ass shit that I liked back when I was growing up. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the comics that I really am into don't cost a lot on eBay. Most comics don't. Like if you're looking for certain things, it's going to cost you. But a lot of the type of things that I am really into, which are not Marvel or DC. I had a bunch of Marvel and DC shit, but you know what I mean? Like I was mainly, I think you said this too, Charlie. Like I'm a, I just, I've always been more of an independent, um, like, like Dark Horse, fucking, who else? Eclipse, First Comics in the 80s. Of course, you have the Image come out in the early 90s. But like after the first year of Image, I was like, I didn't buy anymore. But anything that was out, like even Marvel's Epic line, like Marvel's Epic, like Marvel's fucking independent book company, which was a Marvel company, but Epic put out some phenomenal bullshit. Like not bullshit. One of my favorite comic books of all time is Alien Legion. Have you ever heard of that? Uh, who was it that did the? Who's was it? Larry Hama? I think. Think. I think Larry did the art. Holy fuck! I just coughed up a loogie. But yeah, I think it was Larry, wasn't it? I think it was Larry Harma or Hama or whatever. Um, now Carl Potts was the main writer of Alien Legion. Would you say I was? Yeah, you do know Alien Legion, but you get what I'm saying. Like Carl Potts created Alien Legion, really, and I think he created it with the artist Larry. Uh, tell me if I'm correct on the right name, but Larry Hama, is that right? I do believe that's right. Dr. Ben owns some of the Alien Legion comics. Um, Alien Legion had like two runs, and then like in the mid 2000s, like 2010 to 2015, 2016, there were several graphic novels also put out. Like Chuck Dixon actually wrote a couple of stories for it, but Carl Potts and Larry Hama were the real grit and knit, the nitty gritty behind the whole Alien Legion. Um, I think I liked Alien Legion because I loved Star Wars, and it was like if you look at the artwork in the Alien Legion, like some of the designs of their characters, they almost look like stormtroopers without helmets, and it's like you're like, whoa, they're fucking cool. Um, You see, I'm thinking about Epic Comics also. Like Alien Legion wasn't the only thing I fucking bought from Epic. Shit. But you know, like I'm older. I don't remember everything. But like Epic had some cool stuff. But like I said, Eclipse Comics was one of my favorite companies as well. Scout by Timothy Truman. Look up Timothy Truman, even though he still ain't put out his thing that's been supposedly going to be fucking out since 2015. Kind of sucks. We're already in 2026, and he was promising that they were going to release it by at the end of the year, and he didn't. I just thank the Lord that I didn't back any of it. I wouldn't have thought that Timothy Truman would do that. Like Timothy Truman's like you can call him what he is, but he's like a Mike Baron to me. Like Timothy Truman did his art, his writing, very great fucking writer, very great artist. Look him up, man. It's just I don't like that. I guess he started the campaign like fucking, and like I said, in like 2015 or 2014, and tried to do this new thing for Scout, and you're in 2026 now, and it's still not out. Now he did have some health issues and shit, and he can't help that. But at some point, there's something's got to give. Like he's even working with his son. It's like a collaboration. Like him and his son are working on the story. It's like, okay, dude, maybe you got sick or whatever, but fuck, like if you launched the campaign in 2015 and it ain't out now, you probably have some problems. Yeah, Eclipse had a lot of good stuff, man. And then, like I was saying earlier, First Comics was one of my favorite companies as well. They put out one of my favorite things. It only had 12 issues. I have like 10 of them. But Mars, World War I, World War II. Like you had Mars, I think World War One, and it goes for a few issues, and then you end up into World War II, and then it goes to World War III. Of course, I mean that's kind of self-explanatory, right? Mars, World War. So the story obviously takes place on Mars. I think it's funny because I do believe that there was a Ben Dunn that was associated with that. Who, am I correct? I think Ben Dunn, somehow he was an editor or something. And don't he own that fucking, what's that comic book company? Tomcat knows the company. I'm pretty sure. I think I'm talking about the right person. It's like an Asian dude, Ben Dunn, I think. Don't he own Art Antarctic Press, I believe? Maybe I'm wrong, but I do believe I'm right. But I do think that Ben, at some point, had been associated with First Comics. Now, I really don't give a shit about any of all that others, like the drama, but I do think I'm right. See, Ben Dunn, yeah, because regardless of what you think about Ben put a lot. Like Ben was part of the industry, and it's been now. Ben did kind of screw over. What's his name? Um, that's the whole thing. I do remember. I think Ben screwed over. Who is it? Goddamn, what's that dude's name? Like he's kind of anti-Comicsgate now. The guy that put out Jawbreakers. Do y'all know the book Jawbreakers? Help me. Y'all know who I'm talking about. He does some cool videos and shit, but sometimes he talks some bullshit too. Um, holy shit! I guess we're rolling with this, man. I'm gonna roll with this. What the fuck? Okay, I'm having to go to the store here. Man. Yeah, am I in the stream? Uh, let's give it a little bit. I'm gonna end this stream and go over to the store and come back and fire up another stream, and we'll just do a comics group. Like we'll be all happy and dance around and be like, buy comic books. You know what I mean? I think that's where we're going. I think that's where I'm heading. Yeah, Richard C. Meyer. Um, yeah. Yeah, I don't watch him a lot or nothing, but I know that he makes some, like, sometimes he's got some fucking cool. I know that recently he's been really off the map. Like, he went off on the ice shit. Now, I will disavow this whole ice shit this past couple of weeks. I don't know what I have to say about the woman, but I do know that the guy that was unarmed and then shot the past 2 weeks wasn't cool. I don't want to get all political, okay? Yeah, if I end this stream and then go to the store, when I come back, I'll start up another stream, and then I'll fire up my laptop as well, so that if anybody does want to join me, you know what I mean. Like you're welcome to be here. And what we'll do is, and if you do come on with me, uh, I might ask like, what do you think about my story? Can you give me some advice? Do you want to help me develop this character? You know, I just work better with people. Like I work better on a team. That's how I just do. Like I like being solo, but there's nothing like being in a band and bouncing ideas off of people was the coolest fucking process in my life. So like if I'm able to say, "Hey, would you be willing to help me?" You know, like you don't have to commit to nothing. It doesn't make no, but like in your spare time, it's like, "Hey man, let me spit some ideas at you," and you're able to come back with some fucking cool ideas with me. Um, I just think that makes for better creativity. It's like I think about like what I'm trying to do is create a universe that maybe some people will help me develop. Like think of it as a. I'm not trying to brag or say that I'm George Lucas, but think of me as creating Star Wars, and I'm like, okay, once we get this thing rolling, we want a bunch of other people to do it. Like I don't give a shit if I write anymore. Like I do. Like I put my insight into the first development, and then you step back and you're like, you let all these other creators fucking roll with it. That's the way I look at it. Does that make sense? Like if you can help me develop, now I do have somebody already said that they would be part of it, stimulated. Yeah, give me a minute. I'm eating right now. Fuck, we're gonna do a comics group stream here in a few hours. Give me about I'm trying not to talk and chew at the same time. I was taught manners. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stream for another. We're gonna run this out for another 10, 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna end it. go do what I need to do, and then come back and go boom. Hell, I might just give the book away today. Like I said, I've almost thought about just not giving it away and just being like reaching out to the right person and go, hey, give me your address and I'll send you the fucking book. Which Dennis is who I'm talking about. But yeah, I think we could do a comics group. I'm not fucking sloshed out. I'm not fucking broken. Um, all I have to do is put some socks on, put my shoes on, go over to the store for a minute. Like, there's snow outside. I'm not gonna fucking try to get my neighbor. Like, it's not like it's bad weather, bad weather. But I should have done been to the grocery store and bought my own shit. Whatever, paid on my electric. But I'm like, man, everything's good till like I'm. I'm pretty much covered on my electric for another couple of days, and I've got food in the fridge. You know what I mean? I'm blessed. I'm definitely. I'm not going without. Um, the only thing I would say I'm going without is like, and I'm not going to say anything like derogatory. I'm going to say I'm going without just really being connected to people. And the reason I said I'm not going to say anything derogatory is because some people might say that some rude fucking sexual shit, and I'm not going to say that. You know, like I can go without a lot of the stuff that other people don't seem to be able to go without. And you learn that by process. I think that makes sense. Like you learn that through process. Like you live, you you have, you lose, you gain, you lose again, maybe you gain again, maybe you reach a level, but you learn. At least for me, I've learned that loss is part of life. I hope that makes sense to you guys. We're about to end this here in a minute. We'll end this in just a second. Let me just keep running my mouth for a minute. Um, Matter of fact, can I ask y'all to pray? Whether you believe in God or not, can you still pray to a God and ask for some help? Probably not much help we can do. But a follower or a subscriber of mine was in a chat earlier today, and her name is Holly, and her husband is dying of lung cancer. God dang, Gray Cloud, drop a fucking bombshell. What I'm saying is, whether you really believe in any of it, just fucking put it out there, okay? You know, you know what I mean? It ain't gonna hurt. Holy shit! I just got the bomb on you, motherfuckers. But no, really, keep Holly, in prayer. I do have people that have followed me for a while. Like she's followed me over a year. She was telling me that this morning. She's like, I follow you over a fucking year. My husband's dying of lung cancer, blah, blah, blah. Which really pulled me back in perspective, right? I was like, huh, okay. Gray Cloud's sitting in his fucking bedroom at 52 years old, thinking he's nobody and nobody gives a fuck about nothing. And I get on a stream, like trying to be pathetic. No, I mean, I'm being serious. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's not fucking sugarcoat this shit. Gray Cloud's been like kind of a big pussy lately. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's just that I'm not proud of it. Like I asked the question yesterday, it was like, why do some of us wear our hearts on our sleeves? You know, we just do, right? Yeah, pray for Holly and her family. Her husband is named Mike. Like I'm trying to show, like I'm not trying to brag. I'm just saying that the female interaction I've had in my channels or with people, it doesn't really matter if you're a female or a male. But like I'm just saying the females, I've had female people interact with me and be like, "You're cool," like I don't know if that fucking makes any sense. It's just like sometimes I wondered, like I wonder why some people reach out to me and why they happen to be whatever they are. But it's cool. It's like because I'll tell you this right now. I'm just gonna straight out say it. I'm not on YouTube trying to get in anybody. You know what I mean? Like I don't need it. Like, and it's nothing to you. I'm saying I think sometimes like on X, I get like a bunch of DMs, from fake accounts and shit, and it's like they see like what all they're seeing is an account of a 50-something-year-old fucking single man or something. And so what they're trying to hit up is like loneliness. And it's like, fuck, I don't need this, you know? Like I'd rather be alone than just accept any fucking thing that comes along the fucking way. I think that makes sense. I think anybody with real common sense can say that. Like I'd rather be alone than to just accept anything that floats down the fucking stream. I don't care if I'm 52, 70, fucking 25, whatever. Like my mom always told me, when you're not looking is when it comes. I think that makes sense. Like when you're not going out there and being like, I need somebody, I need someone. Like when you're not in a fucking bar, sitting in a fucking bar, fucking trying to hit on a fucking somebody, which I never did. I just went to bars and drank. I didn't hit on anybody. And I'm not trying to fucking think that I'm better than anybody. I'm just saying this is my personality. I was often thought of as gay growing up. Like a lot of people thought I was gay. And I'm like, no, I'm not gay. I just don't think that you approach things the way that you approach them the way you do. That's why I brought up Frog Tony earlier. Does that make sense? Like LeMay, you might not know. Give me a little bit. Give me about. Yeah, we're gonna run about another 10 or 15 minutes, and then I'll end this, and then I'm gonna fire another one up. Like I'm in a good mood. I'm like, as long as I'm in a good mood, I should fucking keep going, right? I just think I need to go to the store. I've been smoking these death sticks the past couple of days, and I don't normally do that, but I'm in that way. Um, yeah, I appreciate that. I used to think that people tell me they'd pray for me was bullshit. I remember a landlord one time, like giving me some piece of paper that wasn't notarized, but he's like, "I need you to move out." I've been living with that motherfucker, paying him for 4 years. never missed a payment. But he's handing me this piece of paper and he's like, man, I'll pray for you, Great Clown. I wanted to say to him, and I didn't say it, but I wanted to look at him and go, fucking pray for your fucking self. Because I can pray for myself, right? And that's a message that came to me a long time ago, is that it's good for us to pray for each other. But the one thing that the creator, like, you can call me crazy, man. But Big Kahuna would rather you just directly talk to him or her or it, however you perceive it. But when you're talking to the creator, just talk straight up. And you don't have to ask for shit because what you really need is already going to be given. You can tell me I'm full of shit, but that's the truth. Like, what I already need will be given to me today. Whether I have to go out and hang a fucking song around my neck or whether I have to do this or that or whatever. Whether anything gets dropped in my bank account or anything, at some point during the day, if I'm alive, I'm going to trust that something's going to be provided. I've got stories about walking down the side of the fucking interstate and praying for something, and I don't pray for shit hardly ever. As far as I don't pray and ask for shit, I pray and say thank you, and I think most people should do that. I hope I'm not running y'all off. Give me a few minutes. I'm about to end this. I just heard something outside the fucking door. Um, what I'm gonna do? Yeah. You know what, LeMay? Once I end this stream and go over to the store, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna fire up another stream, and I'm gonna be on my fucking laptop and my phone. And just out of respect, I'm gonna pull up LeMay's channel, try to share a little bit or post it in the chat. Like right now, I can't do it the way, you know what I'm saying. Like I can't do it necessarily as easy when I'm on my laptop and the phone. Like on my laptop, I'm able to pull a lot of shit up, split the screen, and like show stuff. So what we'll do here in about, give me about within the next 30 minutes, you'll probably see me fire this up, and you know what? I'm gonna call the next stream. We're gonna name the next stream. Fire this up, comics group. Be a part of our comics group. No, that's what I should name it. Tell me if that's a good name or not. Are you still there? Let's name this stream here in about 30, 40 minutes. Join our, no, yeah, we're gonna name it. Should we be a part of our comics group or comics group? It can't be comics group kings because we ain't any kings. So it's got to be comics group. God dang it! Somebody help me here. Comics group. And then so this, if I do this, I'm gonna do this. Fuck this shit. I'm not sleepy. I'm not fucking drunk. Um, there's no reason I can't fire up a stream here in 30 minutes after I go to the store and be like, let's fucking go comics group strong. Fuck yeah, that's the title. So look here in the next 30 or 40 minutes. I think we can do this. I'm gonna do a comics. Comics Group Strong. And I'm going to set up my laptop, have my phone, and we're going to talk about fucking comic books. We're going to talk about God. We're going to talk about whatever we want to talk about. Like, you don't even have to believe in God to show up. You know what I mean? Like, I've got plenty of friends that don't believe. Like, you don't have to believe in anything. Still don't make it not real. Hey, you're right. Yeah, Comics Great. We'll do Comics Group Strong, right? Are you okay? Tell me. I think that's what you're saying. So, Comics Group Strong is what I should title it, right? Let's go with that. Hey, LeMay, do you have a piece? Like, you don't have to have anything, but if you had a fucking piece of art that I could look. Anyway, let me just try to figure out where I could make a thumbnail. Like, I never knew how to do thumbnails until about 2 years ago, and someone was like, use your YouTube studio and you make thumbnails. And I'm like, oh. Um, I don't have to do nothing fancy. We're just gonna do Comics Group Strong. Uh, and I'm gonna be on my laptop and my fucking phone. And the reason I need to do that is so that I can pull up other people's channels. I can like here in a little bit when I do this, when I launch this. For instance, LeMay, if you were in my chat, I would be able to pull your channel up and go, hey, go fucking subscribe to this. I was about to call you something, and I apologize for that. Because I would never disrespect you that way. I caught myself, okay? I don't know if you understand that. I caught myself. I was like, go subscribe to this female, this YouTuber. But I don't think you would be offended. I think you would get that I'm not meaning anything. But I wouldn't. I really don't think I could ever call you that. Okay, so guys, let's do this. Let's see if I can do this. Let me end this stream, and then I'm gonna schedule a stream. So it's 10:29 my fucking time. So look for a stream here in the next 30, 35, 40 minutes. I'm gonna set it up, and once I set it up, I'm gonna walk over to the store, do what I need to do, and then come back strong. Comments group strong. LeMay, I appreciate your feedback. Like I think we got something here. Yeah. I think this can work. Okay, we'll see you in just a little bit, and we'll be on Comments Group. You know what I need to do is send this link. I don't think self-destruct is even up right now, but I can still send them the link. I just rather drop the link in the chat, and let people come in. So that might be what we do is go live, Comments Group Strong, for me to announce a giveaway of Koga for next week. Hell, I might just give it away today. Because I have money in my account right now. Like if you win the comic book today, I can send it to you Monday. Monday. Hey, everybody, Saboteur Comics has a fucking. He just sent something to the printer. I'm blown away that he's fucking even got that in the works. We will talk to you in about 30 minutes. Please come back. Please join. I don't mean you have to come on panel, but if you can at least be in my chat here in about 30 minutes, I would totally fucking appreciate it. And I will give you something. You will get something from me. It might not be monetarily, but you will receive something from me just for being in my chat. And I hope that's just a fucking smile. I hope you're able to come into my chat here in the next 30, 40 minutes and smile for the rest of your fucking day because you came in a great close chat. That's pretty heavy. Let's get out of here. Love you. Ditto, 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 ditto.